What's up, everybody? What's up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Dodgers versus Cubbies, game 2 of the 3-game set from Chavez Ravine, Blue Heaven on Earth, Dodger Stadium. And Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. David Catalano, before we even go live, drops a super sticker of a cheerleading lime. Thank you so much, Mr. Catalano, for the $3 Valhalla Holla. Appreciate it, buddy. Roki Sasaki versus Brown is the pitching matchup today. This game is set to start at 6:10 Mountain Standard Time. That's 9:10 Eastern. So we got about 35 minutes to first pitch in today's contest. Current subscriber count, those are the Valhalla Sports Talk Berserkers. 22,365 or 22,365. Current member count, those are the Valhalla Sports Talk V Homies. 127 in the V Homie Brigade. Viking Jerome in the house is Vamos Doyers. What's up, Viking Jerome? Brown is 1-1 today with a 7.71 earned run average, 15 strikeouts. Roki 0-0, 4.15 earned run average, 9 Ks. And Bobby McBride is in the house. What's up, Bobby McBride? Thank you for the like. Waving back at you, Bobby McBride. All right, we'll see what kind of crowd we get in here today. Sarah Small in the house. Miss Sarah, good to see you, girl. Hope you're recovering, doing well, figuring it out. Definitely a difficult time, but I'm glad to see you up in here. Glad to see you. We got 17 likes, y'all. 17 likes. We have yet to hit the 150 like mark on these Dodger streams, I don't think. At least in the last couple of weeks. And I don't understand. Maybe I am not in the favor of the YouTube algorithm, but we'll see what we can do. See what we can do. Shout out to the 17 in the house, though. All right, I'll be doing a quick pregame show that will take a look at today's starting lineups, as well as today's betting odds, as well as the Dodgers' current standing in the National League West. Because we got some time. We got some time to do some stuff. And looking forward to it. Spent quite a bit of time outside today again. Get in the backyard of the Valhalla compound. Ready. I'm doing better each day, says Miss Sarah Small. That's all you can do, girl. You just take it one day at a time. Think happy thoughts. All right, let's go to the alternate page, y'all. Matter of fact, let me bring in this audio while I'm doing this. A little mood music or mood audio. I got to change the audio, though. Shoot. I keep forgetting. So, Blake, we won't be able to hear your interview. Adrian Isaac, howdy Valhalla and Thor. Garvey rear-ended my car this morning and drove off. Good thing I got his license plate number. Get him, Adrian. Get him. Today's home run bobblehead. Teoscar Hernandez, y'all. One of my favorite that Mr. Yee has sent to me. The quality on this one exceeds all the others in my opinion. This one is rock solid. Kind of like Teoscar. One of the RBI leaders in MLB. Robert Galvin in the house. What's up, Valhalla? Hope all is well. Let's go, Dodgers. Let's go. Sarah, don't believe Adrian Isaac. He's a known fibber when it comes to all things Garby. Adrian is a known fibber on the Garvey front. Don't believe him. It's not a good idea. All right, so here we go. Did I not turn on the TV mic? COO. TV mic not working. We need an unplug. A reboot. Was it unplugged all the way? It's working, baby.
Baseball fans that stop you and bring it up.
It's working. Johnny Owen, one more Evan Phillips rehab. He pitched last night. He'll join the big club. I saw Phillips, actually. He kind of got rocked a little later in his start, though, if I remember right. A lot of movement in OKC, yo. A lot of things popping.
And if we go back, I was only, I think, 5 years.
Big things popping, little things stopping. Is that how it went? I forgot.
6 years playing Major League Baseball.
I forgot how that shit went.
All
right, here we go.
Way back when.
There is your pitching matchup for today. Ben Brown, baddest man in the Chicago town. 1-1, 7.71 earned run average. Roki, 0-0, 4.15. Your starting lineups today for the Doyers and the Cubbies. Happ, Tucker, Suzuki, Bush, Swanson, Turner, Horner, Justin Turner on third. He hit Horner, Crow Armstrong, longest name in Jersey land, and Kelly for the Dodgers. And this, I'm going to say something about this in a minute, y'all. Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Hernandez. Obvious, right? Conforto, Edmund, and then the 7-8-9 is Max Muncy, Andy Pages, and Barnes. 174, 159, no hits. The first step to admitting you have a problem is admitting it, y'all. But the Dodgers continue to march out these sub-200 hitters in the 7, 8, and the 9, and then wonder why Ohtani doesn't have people on base, why Betts doesn't have people on base, why Freddy don't have people on base.
When you share these memories, does it
Kings won, says Bostrom.
or when you're telling it, is it it doesn't feel that long ago.
But anyway, that's the lineup.
You could beat me in a race still. Well, Adrian Gonzalez proved everyone.
All right, we're not going to get into those team rankings yet. It's still way too early.
And we appreciate it.
All right, for those of you with some Skrilla, some scratch, some bacon, some dinero, some dollars, some ducats, some cheddar, some cheese, some money, some moolah on the game. What happened to my screen? Why did it move? Let me try this again. For those of you with some Skrilla, some scratch, some bacon, some dinero, some dollars, some ducats, some cheddar, some cheese, some money, some moolah on the game. Oh, man. Dodgers favored by a run and a half, minus 185 on the old money line. Cubbies plus 155. Over-under is 9. Over-under is 9. This is the time. This is the place. This is where you predict who's going to win, what's the score going to be, and who are your V factors. Your V factors, not X factors. We do V factors here. Who's going to hit a bomb? Who's going to do something special in this game? What you got? I'll type mine in the chat. Rogelio Lozano. They will heat up, says Rogelio. Watch Spinal Tap when things go wrong. Alrighty. So here's my prediction as well. What is that? Oh. Anywho, how come I can't see my place to chat? There it is. So we're going to go Doyers over under 9. Dodgers 7. Cubbies 5. And for my V factor, so 7-5 Dodgers. My V factors are Sasaki with 9 Ks today. Roki going to get 9 Ks, and the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez will get the home run. Let it be written. Let it be done. Dodgers 6, Cubs 2, says Johnny Owen. Dodgers 5-2. Lag. You getting lag from me, bro? D-backs TV, $100 a year just to watch the Diamondbacks, y'all. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That is bullshit, man. I was wondering why I couldn't see Diamondbacks games. Now I know why. This shit, y'all. We have lost total control of our television viewing. We have lost absolute and total control. But if you keep paying it, y'all, they're going to keep doing that bullshit. If you keep paying it. This is some horse shit. Dodgers 11, Cubs 5. Franco goes over the 10. Hello, Valhalla Sports and COO and V Homies. I'm about to kick the COO's butt in the hat game here, y'all. I'm about to kick her butt. About to hit it. One. And then they don't even show us the results of the hat game. Come on, bro. So tomorrow, another game against the Cubbies at 4. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we got Rockies at 7. Late games, all 3 days. And then a day off on Thursday before a Friday game at Tejas to take on the Rangers. Let's go Dodgers. Giants have already lost, says Johnny. Yankees beat the Giants. Saw that. I saw that. What's going on, Ricardo Moreno? All right. So with all my yibber-yabbering, how much time did I kill? Not enough. Still 22 minutes first pitch. I'll let you listen to this stuff for a while.
On this Saturday night, Roki, Sasaki, and Ben Brown, the pitching matchup game 2 of this 3-game series. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Zenshi.
Oh, your mom's in the hospital? Sorry to hear that, Ricardo.
Handcrafted sushi is made fresh daily on-site by professionally trained sushi chefs. You can enjoy it with
I'm
your
going
family.
Dodgers
It's
7,
affordable.
Cubs 2.
On your
Max
way to the
Muncy
game,
going yard,
watching, listening to the game,
or Ohtani and
afterwards.
Freeman.
Tuna rolls, salmon rolls, tempura shrimp. Of course, got the mango crunchy dragon roll. They got poke bowls. Find Zenshi near the deli counter at Ralph's. Zenshi handcrafted sushi, always fast, fresh, and easy.
David Bassett. And now, what will likely be Bassett fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
High and tight.
A 2024 world champion, and even more importantly,
All right, I'm going to park
part
this
of that dog
for about
bullpen
10
that
minutes
carried the
on today's
Dodgers through
lineup.
October. He is now with the Chicago Cubs, and that is the one and only Ryan Breja. Ryan, thanks a lot for the time.
Yeah, no problem, man. Excited to be back in LA.
Yesterday was a special day for you, I'm sure. Being able to not only get your World Series ring, but to have your bullpen mates present you with it. What was the feeling?
Yeah, it was really cool. You know, I didn't really know what to expect, how I was going to get it, or when they were going to do it. But I really like.
So sorry to hear that, Ricardo.
Brought it out with some of the pitching coaches, and Doc was out here, and a little more like personal, I guess. It was really cool.
So were you surprised when it was the relievers that you pitched with last year?
Yeah, no, not really. We had a pretty good, strong group down there. Everybody was pretty close, and like I said, I'm glad that that's the way they decided to do it.
How proud are you of what you were able to do together as a unit? Because it was very unique.
Yeah, for sure. It's not having a full staff that was healthy, starting pitching wise, and having to have a couple bullpen games in the playoffs. It's kind of wild, honestly. You don't see it work out very often for teams that try to do that. Most of the teams that win in the playoffs or win in the World Series have 3 or 4 like.
Ohtani threw a bullpen today.
Pitchers. But what we were able to do down there and kind of piece it together, and even just the team as a whole was super special.
At Dodger Stadium, looks like.
Obviously, business and baseball kind of bleeds together. What does it say about the character of all of you to kind of put that aside and just be focused on winning?
Yeah, like I said, man, it's different atmosphere, different ball game. Once you get to October, and I think everybody kind of bought into the idea of it. Whether you're throwing the first inning or the last inning, just try to go and get 27 outs.
Ryan Brazier, world champion last year with the Dodgers, is our guest. Okay, I want to ask you about these sequence of events. Game 5 of the World Series. Not only what Walker Buehler did, but what Blake Trinan did. Can you take us through where you were and just what that meant to the team to have Blake and Walker do what they did?
Yeah, so, Walker was in. I went inside after I pitched, and he was on the training table. And we scored all those runs, and, obviously the bullpen came in early that game. So Walker was like, all right, you got to stop working.
The audio has disappeared, ladies and gentlemen. The audio has disappeared. Now we're in a commercial. The Philly Fanatic is waving a flag. Dr. Joanne Kraus, PhD. Let's go, Doyers. Let's go. Let's go. Manny Machado now is hitting a home run in the Padres Fiesta uniform. John Corbett, what's your prediction tonight? 7-5. 7-5. And Teoscar hits a bomb. Who dat? Now a Diamondback is hitting a home run. Perdomo goes yard. Angels are up 4-0. I heard Trout is going off in that game. Mike Trout among the home run leaders in MLB. Stitch time.
Here. And when I put it on,
Or how that happened.
They just all over the place.
Luka wins. I'm a LeBron fan. I guess out of everybody still in it, I'm kind of rooting for
I love how we
him,
can
I
see the
guess. I like
scores
to see
for the
Luka
other
get it
sporting
and
events.
kind of a big,
Yeah, I added that a couple weeks ago.
F you to the
Yet people still want to come in here and tell me what the score is.
Yeah,
I'm like, I know. I got it scrolling on the bottom of the
I'll
screen.
get you a 77 Lakers jersey.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it. You might want to get it in like an adult medium. My son can wear it.
Okay, love it, love it. And you'll try on your new World Series ring.
Yeah, I've already tried it on a couple times.
Thanks a lot for the time, Ryan. Always great to catch up with you.
Sheila in the
Your
house.
toughness and your
James Peak.
competitiveness
Freddie is
and your
hitting a home run
strength
tonight.
really
James has
obviously left a
spoken.
big
Welcome to
mark
the
on a lot of
stream.
guys. And I
James
saw it,
Peak.
And I know how much you meant.
Thank you very much.
There he is, the world champion, part of the Dogs, Ryan Brazier. We'll send it back to you in the studio, Tim.
All right, thanks a lot, DV. Yeah, Ryan Brazier, big part of the Dodgers bullpen. a year ago and in October. Great to hear him. Dodgers Baseball is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast when it's game
Official
night.
pizza partner.
Night, Shakey's.com. We're leading you up to first pitch. Dodgers and Cubbies. First pitch coming up at 6:10. Coming up next, we'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. Don't go anywhere. I'm Tim Cases, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
People need glasses, says Sheila. Those are the scores from all 4 of the major professional sports leagues, y'all. All of them. All of them. Athletics beat the Mets today, 3-1. Phillies 4-1 over St. Louis. Tigers 4-0 over the Twinskies. White Sox defeat the Red Sox in the Battle of the Sox. The Brewers beating the Diamondbacks. Angels up 4-0. Rockies losing to the Padres in the bottom of the first. Braves get a win against the Rays. The Marlins over the Nationals. Yankees doubled up the Giants. Pirates losing to the Reds. Guardians defeat the Royals 6-3. Orioles over Blue Jays 5-4. Islanders lose to the Flyers. Hurricanes whoop up on the Rangers. Kings defeat the Avalanche. The Kings are on fire. Sabres up on the Panthers. Canadians Maple Leafs scoreless in the second. After the second, Blue Jackets whoop the Capitals. Jets Blackhawks tied at the second intermission. The Hockey Club and the Stars tied at 1. Wild Canucks later tonight. Predators Knights later tonight. Blues Kraken later tonight. Now they're going to redo baseball. I need to update my glasses too, says Corber. No, Freddy's in the lineup, buddy. Rick Simmons in the house. What's up, Ricky? Go Kings go, says Bostrom.
So there's 3 games. Dodger Stadium for coming up at 6:10.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitch matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in a new
Look at the
Tacoma
pitching
with
matchup.
An I-Force turbocharged engine lets a truck that's built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Ben Brown on the mound for the Cubs. 1-1 with the 7.71 ERA. A 25-year-old right-hander.
You know what we didn't do? We didn't
Phillies,
look at the
but he traded
standings.
to the Cubs in 2022 and made his way up to the major leagues.
So Dodgers
last
currently
year with
showing in
Chicago,
second
making his third
place.
start this year,
Half
4
game
outs
back of the
this
Padres.
season. Last time out, 4 innings, 5 runs, 7 hits, 5 strikeouts.
Dodgers
4
currently
losses,
showing in
lost to the
second.
Padres before that, 5 solid innings and a win over the A's. Dodgers saw him in Tokyo in relief, 2 2/3 innings, 3 runs, 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. He's one of the Dodgers got after Imanaga pitched 4 shutout innings. In fact, took the loss against the Dodgers. Roki Sasaki on the mound for the Blue. 23-year-old right-hander out of Japan, first season in a Dodger uniform, making his 4th start this year.
Where's Nufo at? I don't know. He checked in the other day.
Made his major league debut.
He checked in the other day. Hasn't been back since.
Going 3 innings, giving up 1 run.
Glad the
on 1
Yankees
hit,
beat the
walked
Giants,
5,
is Miss
while
Sarah.
striking out 3
Closet
and no
Yankee
decision.
fan.
Last time
Sarah
out,
Small.
much better with his
Miss Sarah's a
control
closet
in
Yankee fan.
Philadelphia. It's the Dodgers.
Looks like they gave
and
out
the
some
Cubs.
sweatshirts,
Rookie
Dodger
Sasaki, Ben
sweatshirts
Brown,
today.
the pitching matchup. We're 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are next. I'm Tim Cases, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
AM 570.
Hey, it's David Vassay. Now is the
Over
time
the
to
air,
cheer
y'all.
your
Over the
home
air
this part
radio.
of the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water.
Yes, I am, Val.
gives
I'm
us
a closet
endless hot
Yankee
water
fan.
and
She
big
admits it, y'all.
savings.
It's
Navien
admitted.
also makes high-efficiency products
Definitely
that deliver
admitted.
comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a
Old friend Justin Turner going to play third today.
High-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
Sergio Sounds in the house.
For over 35
David Yee,
years.
I'm checking in. Replaying the chat last night. Congrats to all who received the free 50,000 points. Lucky bastards.
This is a classic.
Do you want 50,000 points, David Yee?
This is the first uniform I put on when I came with Boston. When you see those two socks together, that's
Carlos
one thing
Valdez in the
I
house.
had to do. I had to make sure I had my red.
Dad got me
socks
hooked on the
high,
Yankees, James.
Okay? My two red socks because there's two here.
Yeah, we got to leave Miss Sarah alone, y'all. Let her do her
This is a guy
thing.
who has MVP type potential. Luis Robert is one of the most talented players in the league.
Great nickname, La Pantera.
He has the potential to be a 30-30 guy that can knock in 95 to 100 runs.
Look who shows up. Everett Tauscher in the house. Everett Tauscher is up in here. Why, yes, I do want 50,000 points. All right, well, let's make it happen, bro. Let it be written. Let it be done. Where are you? COO, what's 50,000? So 5 million. All right, we could do better than that. 55. 1, 2, 3, 4. So did you all see that video that D-Mac did of that $40 hot dog? 50. No. 537. So 87. You just make that an 8. All right, there you go, Mr. Yee. I'll be on a Facebook Cubs thread. Hope everyone has a good night. I'll try to pop in if I can. All righty. I'll be in Vegas for Dodgers-Yankees series. Hit me up if you want to drink some beers and cheer for the Dodgers, says Carlos. When is that? I wish we were going to Vegas. $40 hot dog. It's like 2 foot long. It's more like a sausage than a hot dog. And it's on a French roll bun. It looked delicious, but the video was kind of nasty because D-Mac, took about 2 inches. But then people shared it. He called in people one after the other to try it. And they bit in where other people had bit. And that shit was nasty in my opinion, but they kept lining up. They kept lining up, y'all, to eat the hot dog.
Much less as far as the experience goes. And just watching him after he's taken out of the game in Philadelphia, you could just see him finally exhale.
What's on
I
it?
think he
When
realized
D-Mac bit into it, it looked like it just had
that's
mayo.
what a lot of hitters have trouble with. But at the same time, I think he's beginning to kind of understand. Hey, look, I know my role now, and I know I can.
Dabby shared you out today. Appreciate it.
Challenge him to the strike zone.
And one thing
Does it come with lobster and shrimp? Nope.
Can take going into this game tonight. They have won
Nope.
each of Sasaki's.
So what's the profit margin on a $40 2 foot long hot dog, y'all?
And clinch this series.
What's the most that hot dog could
All right,
cost?
first pitch coming up with the boys in blue play at home. It's important to know they have the right plan to protect the house at
$8
Dodger Stadium, where they are undefeated this year. Always have a plan.
Gene Jew in the house. Eat a $40 hot dog.
Space starting at your house. Clear vegetation for your fencing and property line, or space allows to extend up to 100 feet from home.
Nidiku in the house.
Come back. It's the Dodgers and Cubbies. When we return. And Bravo Casino Dodgers on deck right here on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network. Enjoy the game.
Is a $40 hot dog still a sandwich? Patricia trying to start shit. Patricia woke up this morning on a Saturday and said, I'm going to go start some shit in the Valhalla Sports Talk chat. And we're going to get into the debate on whether a hot dog is a sandwich. Patricia woke up angry. Brian J. comes in, says, Sasaki, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous, Brian J. Kirsten got a pretty, is that a sweater? Would that be a sweater? Considered a sweater? Or a overshirt? She's looking very pretty today. No, a hot dog is not a sandwich. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here we go. Is a hot dog a sandwich, COO? No. Why? What is a sandwich?
2 pieces of bread and flatbread and ham or bologna.
2 pieces of flatbread and ham or bologna. So flatbread is specifically in the sandwich definition? Can someone look up the definition of sandwich and tell me if it specifically says a sandwich is not a hot dog? I don't feel strongly one way or the other on the is a sandwich a hot dog front. I got bigger shit to worry about. But I don't think it is. If knuckles can be a sandwich, why not a hot dog? A knuckle sandwich. I see what you did there, Anunnaki. If a hot dog is a foot long, then it's a sub. There we go. There we go. Now we've added a new element. What's up, Michael Franco from Puerto Rico? What is up, my man? Call it what you want. It's food to me, says John Corber. And John says, I will eat a hot dog. Would you eat a 2-foot hot dog? Bread, meat, and cheese is not a sandwich. A hot dog, I mean, says Bostrom. Nobody knows what you mean, Bostrom. Hat game. Let's see if we get a winner this time. The last time they okey-doked us. Last time they hit us with the okey-doke and cut away.
1.
Yeah, 1. Nobody wins. That's really too easy. They got to shake that up a little bit. It'd be more fun.
I wasn't even following it.
You were following. Look at Freddy. Oh, no, that's Matt Olson. No. I don't know who that is. Yeah, that's Matt Olson hitting a bomb. Hot dogs are a form of sandwich, I guess. You don't know what you're talking about, Everett, and you're like a Chicago guy, bro. Sub sandwiches have round bread, says Anunnaki. Hat game is always 1 or 3. All right, are we getting you got your voice, by the way, Yee. Don't forget the P.O. box number, though. All right, what we got? All right, this is the time that we start refreshing. They're doing their handshakes, the secret handshakes in the Dodger dugout right now, y'all. Everybody has their own. And Will Smith says, I ain't playing this bullshit. This is stupid. I'm going to just sit here and throw this little yellow ball up and down to myself. Ruben Alvarez, a hot dog bun is one piece of bread. A sandwich has two pieces. An open-faced sandwich is a modified sandwich. Ruben's got a point, y'all, and COO brought that up as well. She said 2 separate pieces of bread. So what if you take your hot dog bun and rip it in half and then put the hot dog in it? Then is it a sandwich? If you break the edge on your hot dog, then it becomes a sandwich, apparently. National Hot Dog and Sausage Council says it's not a sandwich. USDA, however, says that it is. A hot dog bun is 2 pieces of bread if you disconnect its spine. Fuck, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Val is correct, says Summer O. I don't even know what I said. Patricia, though, brings up the government is involved. This is such a hot topic that the government is involved. Ruben C., if you rip your bun in half, you have anger issues. Brian J. says, I currently have a big hot dog. I don't believe you. A hot dog is not a sandwich, says Johnny. Period. 3 times. 3 periods. Oh, 3D. 3D, y'all. I don't think Enrique Hernandez has enough baseball gloves, y'all. Ooh, what's with the blue background, y'all? All right, here we go.
The Dodgers victorious last night. They'll be world champions trying to pick up their 12th win of the season against the visiting Chicago Cubs. Hi, everybody. Rick Mundy alongside.
No hot dog political, please. National Hot Dog Council and USDA hate each other.
Set to go. And for the Dodgers, 11-4, they're perfect 7
All right, here we go.
at home. And for Roki, Sasaki getting the start tonight.
We only talk about important things, Sheila. We only talk about the important stuff.
4 innings and into the 5th before he was relieved. Shohei Ohtani will lead things off. The designated hitter.
Where are you going, Mom? Oh, Thor said you're moving because I'm coming up there, and we will share this love seat.
Tommy Edman will be at second base. Max Muncy is at third.
Val, thanks for the points. You'll get more Disney taffy when I reactivate my Disney pass. Right on.
Work the plate, call the balls and strikes. John Barber is at first. The crew chief James Hoy.
What did Anunnaki say? Subway sells their sandwiches with the bread.
Happy to have you with us. Game 2 of this series. And for the play,
I don't even know what that word means.
Exactly who I'm working with tonight, and it is
if Roki walks one more guy, I'm throwing down with him on the mound. Brian, headed out there. And they're going to square up.
Welcome to the weekend and welcome back.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Game 2 of this 3-game set for the Dodgers.
Subway bread is not officially bread. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Sasaki to get his first major league win.
All right, let's get synced up with this bad boy. Roki is ready.
The leadoff batted left fielder Ian Happ.
Pitch is on the way, and we are paused. Now let's wait for 3D land to catch up.
Sasaki, first pitch fastball 97
there we go.
At the knees, called ball 1.
CeeLo said something about you guys can hear something on the 3D.
68-degree evening here at the.
Is that true? I've never heard it.
Sasaki is even further downstairs. That one comfortably a ball. Now 2-0. Tonight's time
spun out says, let's go Roki of the year.
Official bank got the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, strike one. This is what we talked about in the pregame show, and unfortunately hit it robbed from him.
If Ohtani and Betts get a hit and the Dodgers win, you can call a hot dog soup for all I care, says Anunnaki.
Let's go down as we saw Sasaki had difficulty.
Anunnaki has their priorities straight.
With the splitter in particular. Well, starting off at 3-0 to the first guy he faces tonight.
Pitch, Happ probably taking all the way. He is, but Sasaki has strike one. Fastball at 97 on the outer third. Right at the bottom.
All right, doesn't look like we got enough volume
Last
there.
time out, longest big league outing. 4+ frames in Philly. One earned run on 3 hits and a couple of walks. The pitch swung on and chopped to first. Freddy fields it along line field territory, and Roki fields.
Freddie, you stud. Roki, good job covering.
The bag. One gone. So fell behind Happ. 3-0, but battled back to get an out.
And not an easy play either for Freddie Freeman over at first base. That ball kind of a tough in-between hop.
You know, I don't know, Brian.
Quickly on the cover with Sasaki.
Gamer Augustus in the house. Jacob Frederick up in here,
The right-hander of the Dodgers, making his 4th Major League start.
Patricia, please don't tell me what's on Subway's tuna salad or tuna sandwich.
Right fielder.
Uh-oh.
From the left side, hitting .317 on the season, an OPS of 1109. Pitch. Fastball, 97, just miss off the plate. Austin Barnes.
All right, Roki throwing 97, y'all, out the gate.
Sasaki steal a couple more strikes tonight. This framework couldn't do it there, so it's 1-0 on Tucker.
Yes, Viking drone. The answer is yes. Mary Hart rocking the dark glasses today, y'all. Or she went blind since yesterday. One or the other. One or the other.
Tucker was 1 for
She's on the
last
NC
night with a
today.
double and a couple of strikeouts. He's got a 15-game on-base streak. One of the best hitters in the game. The pitch is taken to right center field. Pages
right center.
And he slides and makes the catch.
Nice catch by Pages, baby. Let's go.
In the right center field gap. With the shadows coming into play with this earlier start time, that's a good play by Andy.
Yeah, it is. And you start to look at Pages.
Full tilt. Full tilt to his left, y'all. About 15, 20 feet. Got there in plenty of time to slide and make the catch. 2 away.
Home plate, so he's losing his step. Well, he's not doing it nearly as much now as he was.
Now Sasaki against Suzuki as in Seiya, who spins out of the way of a slider inside, ball 1.
And the reason I say that is that you cannot move in any direction except fall to your right side if your right foot is in the air. You have to have both feet on the ground when the ball crosses home plate in order to get a break.
Ground ball to short. Mookie gets it away quickly.
Mookie to Freddy.
And so it ends up
Cubbies go down in order.
First inning for Roki Sasaki, and more importantly for him, a scoreless first
Like it.
Dear Freedom.
Ohtani bets Freeman due up for the Doyers. Remind me to turn back on that audio.
More dollars saved, more life embraced, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. That's right, Toyota has more electrified.
All right, let's bring out the baubles today.
Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Dodgers their best ever start to a season in Los Angeles, record-wise. A little BP. I got the little stick out. Bet Dodgers 1,000 for Kimbobulated. Bling bling. Hey, Freddy. I hear you talking, Freddy.
Learn more today at chla.org.
I'm going to mute that.
For Roki Sasaki, the first time he's done that since his big league debut.
Hey, Suzuki, get out of there. Suzuki, get out of 3D land, you moron. There we go. Ohtani up in there. Up in there.
Going to Road Rays. Sasaki welcome Shohei Ohtani to the plate. Right back toward you, Mo. I needed a little bit more oomph from you. It hit off the side of our booth, in front of our booth, and Rick Monday, you did not make a play.
Or did I wish to?
The 0-1 pitch from Brown. Outside.
It was technically closer to Jose Mota.
That's true.
The booth to our left.
And you know
he
who
has the glove.
Definitely. Jose, you got to make that play. Hermano, thank you. 1-1 pitch. Ohtani swings and rolls it foul on the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shohei went 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts last night. Mo, that ended a 29-game.
Let's score first tonight, says Johnny.
And he was behind in the count just about every at bat.
That was his 5th hitless game of the season. Now, he didn't have 5 hitless games until they were done with April a year ago. 1-2 pitch from Brown. Ohtani danced out of the way in the dirt.
I'm really wearing the chain, y'all. I'm really wearing the chain because I dripped
from New York.
Rib sauce on my shirt, and I don't want Theo to know. I don't want Theo to know.
Dodgers saw him come out of the bullpen in Game 1 of the Tokyo Series. 2-2 pitch. Ohtani to the right center field gap. That ball will get down.
That'll get down, get down, get down.
It's a leadoff single for Shohei Ohtani.
Let's go, baby.
And he tries to begin a new on-base streak.
He is so strong.
So Ohtani's on-base streak ended last night.
He can fight it off. But we'll find out about Ben Brown. Is it how well does
Jeff loves anime. He keeping the faith.
He has a very good one.
I hear anime is under assault. I hate anime. I could care less, actually.
Batting average against 320.
I don't like anime. I don't even know what it is, to be honest with you.
This runner he's allowed in 11 2/3 innings.
F the Padres, says Owen, just in case anyone was
9
wondering.
walks and 1 hit batter. Now Mookie Betts at the plate. First pitch from Brown. Fastball down the middle, strike 1. Mookie last night, 1 for 3 with a walk. He's got a 6-game hitting streak.
He's just playing with it. He's
364 in the
kabooblated.
stretch. Brown out of the stretch with Ohtani on base behind him. No score and no outs in the bottom of the first. Fastball upstairs at 97. 1 ball, 1 strike against Mookie. Not just that Mookie has a hit in 6 straight games. He's reached at least twice in all 6 as well. On this 1-1 from Brown. Betts will swing and cue 1 foul toward the Cubs on deck circle.
Hope Mary Hart has a sign that says she misses me, says Viking Jerome. She hasn't put it up yet, dude. I'm sure she's holding it. The glasses are so dark, she's kind of creepy looking today. She's kind of creepy looking back there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch coming. Betts swings. It's high in the air. Left field, not very deep though. Half toward the line. Inside the line. He reaches up and makes the catch. Ohtani retreats back to first base. 1 out in the first inning.
Yeah, that ball got in the hands of Betts a little bit too much.
The general has vacated the love seat, y'all. The general said, I'm going to lay on the cold tile. What was that?
A good ovation for Freddie Freeman.
What was that noise? Ryan J., welcome to the Berserkers.
Yesterday.
General Thor will be proud.
Last time was just his
Who's this guy, COO?
this year.
I don't know this guy.
Went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. He was hit by a pitch and scored on Tommy Edmonds' decisive 3-run home.
Coolest guy on the team.
A foul ball back into the net. Fastball low and away. So it's nothing in 1.
Debatable.
Same defense, Stephen. Tonight with Freeman up there. Same as we saw with Ohtani each of the 2 games.
Is it her clone? Maybe.
The infield to pull, the outfield the opposite way. Big gap right center.
I don't know.
Shohei staying as the 0-1 pitch is delivered, and Freddy swings through a fastball at 96, right in the heart of the plate, 0-2. Now, Freddy said with the media yesterday that his swing feels good. He's been doing live BPs. The Dodgers flew in some minor leaguers, also using the Traject machine, which is virtual. They can project any sort of pitcher that you want to see. Shohei taking off. The 0-2 pitch is high. The throw from second.
Thievery!
Dansby Swanson, a stolen base for Shohei Ohtani. That would be his 4th of the season, getting into scoring position with Freeman still at the plate. Strikes.
Brown takes a little extra time in getting that ball. I know Freddie says that the swing feels good. It still doesn't look like the Freddie Freeman swing, and it may take a couple of games coming off the injured list.
Brown out of the stretch, looks at Ohtani. Nobody holding him at second. Pitch home. Freddie bounces it foul toward the Cub dugout. And I think Freddie admitted that after talking about all the work he'd been doing while on the injured list. He did say, he's like, can't simulate a game situation.
Well, I
so
watched Speed Racer. I don't remember him saying it was anime. So it just means animated cartoon? I don't know. Or like drawn cartoon? Freddie! Ooh, hit hard. Line drive to Tucker. And Ohtani going to hold up.
Freeman, 2 away in the first. Ohtani
Shohei.
still at second base for Teoscar Hernandez.
I seem to take that thought a little bit more with Freddie Freeman. Yes, now it's live. How many times do we hear a pitcher? Well, he's going to throw live batting practice. Okay, fine. He's going to throw live to hitters. Well, that's totally different than
Teoscar sticking with the Christina Aguilera walk-up.
Or throwing in
Sticking with
even in
it.
a cage.
Full defense behind you, a
Yes,
full
exactly.
stadium in front of
And
you.
the
got
other
some
part
new
too that
sneakers
adds
today,
to it,
though.
adrenaline.
First pitch from Brown to Teoscar, 98 at the knee, strike
Teoscar
one,
got
taken
some
in
new
call.
kicks today, y'all.
Ohtani on first base, 2 down, bottom 1. No score for the Dodgers and Cubs in the second game of a 3-game set. Brown comes set, first base side of the mound. Looks back at Ohtani on second, comes home to Teo. Swinging a foul ball, 0-2. Teo is continuing his theme this series. Last night, the bright cleats, they were blue and magenta. These ones are fluorescent pink. The high blue socks go with the home whites. That's your fashion report, brought to you by...
Was Aquaman
Anime
anime?
2 pitch. Teo takes upstairs, ball 1. That didn't miss by much, but a good eye from Teoscar.
Does anime have to be made in Japan?
You're going to have to add a segment to GQ magazine.
Shadows drifting further toward right field. Tucker holding his hand up as Teoscar swings and puts the ball foul over the net into the seats.
Yeah, Tucker's got another 2 or 3 minutes of sunshine that's going
Do you hear
to
that bee-boo sound, baby?
barely affect him, and then the entirety of the
How
field
come
will
I'm
be
the only one that hears
in
it?
shadows.
Now the right field pavilion fighting the sun as well. Head of this 1-2 pitch to Teoscar. With Teoscar trying to bring in Ohtani. Swung on and hit foul into the seats once again. So the Dodgers will see at least the 20th pitch from Ben Brown in this first inning. Teoscar last night, 1 for 4. Run scored.
Teoscar has 9 2-out RBIs. That's tied for first in the
He calls
MLB
for time.
this year.
He was granted that by John Litka.
Brown plenty of giddy up already at 98 miles an hour. 6'6" right-hander. If he gets full extension on that curveball, it's normally a good one when he doesn't try and rush it.
Ohtani on second. Pitch. Ground ball up the middle, slow roller, backhand stop at second. Bouncing throw, and they're not going to get him. Now Horner was not his best throw. Also, relatively tough play as it wasn't hit very hard, and his momentum was going to the right. It had thrown back to his left. And Bush could not stretch.
Does anime come with your choice of bread? Can you get anime on flatbread or a hot dog bun? What's up, Pasetta? What's up?
Looked like he maybe hit it off the end.
What's up, Pasetta? Kerm in the house? I don't think
Great
so.
hustle from Teoscar to keep this
You don't
inning
think so,
alive.
what?
First and third, 2 gone, bottom 1.
Steamboat
Michael
Willie was
Conforto.
called Mickey Mouse.
Break the ice in the second game. Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses inside. 1-0. Conforto 1 for 3 with a walk last night. Many hits in that game as he did the entire road trip to Philly and D.C. On third, Teo on first. Pitch to Conforto. Taken upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Batting .220, but still next to his 4 doubles and 2 home runs, slugging .463. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. All 6 of Michael's extra base hits have come against right-handed pitching.
2-0 breaking ball.
First and third, 2 gone, no score. This 2-1 coming. And it's a fastball right at the top of the zone. Called strike 2 to square the count. Well, both hits in this inning so far. Shohei and Teo have come with 2 strikes. So the theme is there for Conforto to continue. Next offering from Brown will be his 25th of this first inning. Peeks over his shoulder at Hernandez on first. Then stares ahead at Ohtani.
Ricardo.
We'll try and pick off
Ricardo Moreno.
Successful. Dive from Teo. It was ready just in case that ball skipped by Michael Bush. It did not. So the deuce is wild. 2 on, 2 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brown to Conforto. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Perfectly placed by Brown. The K gets him out of the first inning jam. The Dodgers strand 2 after a couple of...
All right, nobody tell Theo. Nobody tell Theo. She took me in her lowrider. Those glasses make her look like she's banging. Basically, anime is animated video from Asia. The Americans have cartoons. One of my favorite anime shows last year was Blue Eyed Samurai, which is on Netflix right now, says Richter. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. I was just hinting maybe I should have a hot dog soon, says Corbett. Go get one. They got them at the K. They don't have none? They're out of hot dogs at the K? Blasphemy. Oh, they turn off the roller grills at like 5? What kind of bullshit is that? What if it's 9 p.m. and you want a hot dog? All right, we're going to do a different view in 3D land, y'all. We're going to do a different view this inning. All right. Bush, Swanson, Turner due up. And since we are in the field, in the 3D, we are going to be in the field. We are going to be Roki.
Budweiser, what's for you? Roki, Sasaki.
We're going to be Roki, y'all.
Start. Dodger at the plate, batting from the left side. The pitch. On and foul, back to our left.
We're delayed, though.
Break 1. Well, Sasaki in that first inning, Mo, there was some loud contact and
we delayed.
He'd fall behind in counts, but ultimately he worked his first 1-2-3 inning since his big league debut on March 19th. The 0-1.
The 0-1. I missed it. It's stuck. Son of a biscuit.
Outside, way too far. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Michael Bush.
Are we going to refresh it?
Strikeouts last night. 1-2. Jack swing. Did he go? No, says third base umpire DJ Rayburn. So the count now even 2-2. Oh man. One replay here.
All right, so 2-2.
He might have went around, but he gets an extra life. Roki ready.
You got stuck.
On the 2-2, Bush swings and fouls it away. Left.
Now it won't pause.
The Lowe's level seats. Well, Saturday in Philadelphia, Sasaki showed everybody something. I think after his first couple of turns,
I don't think
the
you want
nerves
the
and the
pointer
anxiety, the tension, all rising. And wondered how he was going to hold up in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park.
All right, Barnes going out to talk to Roki.
Going out there to talk with the Dodger starters. Visit brought
He'll
to
probably erase him
Myers.
from the
Everyone
ground.
deserves justice.
Watch him.
And the Phillies, one of the
Frickin'
best
Barnes.
teams. You could argue the best team in the National League outside the Dodgers, Mo. And it was his longest outing, best outing, I think you could say. And he handled.
I'm trying to get behind Roki, y'all, but I can't get synced up.
Confidence that we hadn't seen up to that point. The 2-2. Bush takes it in the air. Left field, drifting back toward the wall. Conforto is at the wall. He leaps, and this ball is gone. A 2-strike opposite field home run for Michael Bush that just scraped the wall.
Michael Bush, a 2-run shot.
The former Dodger has his
like
second
that.
home run of the season, and the Cubs.
I could have been wrong about
1-0
Roki.
lead.
I blame the 3D.
Not able to finish off Bush
For being
after
weird.
hitting
Well, how do I get that stupid ass thing off the screen,
Just
CLO?
left the ball up, out over the plate, and it's up and out over the fence.
Ooh, wow, I'm getting mad. All right, I'm coming all the way out of this bullshit, y'all. All right, we're coming all the way out. Let's go to the alt view, I guess, here in a minute. Stupid ass. Hey, Courtney, thank you for subscribing to this mess. Sometimes this shit just says, F it, I ain't working no more. I ain't going to work no more.
Kind of the first piece of the foundation of this new Cubs era, transitioning them from that old group that won the championship in 2016 to this next era. 83 and 79 both seasons that he's been there, but he's feeling healthy again, says he's having fun again. Last year numbers weren't good, and it turns out
they said it was a 2-run shot
most of the year that they've been bothering him for a while.
I was dealing with the nightmare that is 3D at times.
The severity of it until after the season.
They said it was a 2-run shot on the telecast.
Yeah, and he's been hitting the ball.
That's where I got that from.
Than ever since getting healthy at the start of this season.
That's where I got it from, chat.
He's so key for this ball club. They're looking for him to have the type of season that he had in Atlanta a few years ago, especially that first half. Craig Counsell, former roommate of mine in spring training when he was with the Dodgers.
Struck him out. Take a seat. Over there.
Splitter often looks like a breaking pitch. Gets him his first K.
You look at the downward action on that. Again, didn't have a lot of horizontal movement, but the drop on that.
Good hand here for Justin Turner. Grabs the first one that he sees to a spot that he's spent a bunch of time through the years. Over there at third base, Max Muncy gets him. And 2 away in the second.
All right, Catalano, give some membership.
Tonight for the Cubs. It's the first time that he's
Thank you
been
so
there
much,
this year.
Mr.
All his times
Catalano.
come at first base and play some Michael Bush.
Thank you so much. Jacob gets it.
Today. In a 1-0 game, 2 gone in the second, and here's Nico Horner.
So that whole F up there, the whole F up with the 3D, probably cost me 30
Second
viewers.
baseman for the Cubs. Take strike 1.
30 viewers. I should just put up a stat page like a moron. It's unbelievable.
Fastball grounded up the middle where Tommy Edmonds positioned perfectly. Data wins right there. Leadoff shot. 1, 2, 3.
So we finally get behind Roki just in time for him to end the inning. But he gives up a bomb, a solo shot, 1-0 Cubbies. 1-0 Cubbies. So now we're going in the zone. Back in the zone. But Mr. Catalano, thank you so much for gifting Jacob a membership. Are you all what do you call it? Buffering? I think the COO might have abandoned me. I think she might have gone to take a nap. It actually said 2-run on the screen. On Sportsnet's telecast, it said 2-run home run. And I was dealing with the audio 3D land battle. COO headed to the casino. Not likely. Nobody hates gambling more than the COO. Nobody. She's doing the Lord's work. She's still waiting on the video for that.
Since coming to the Dodgers.
She's still waiting on the video. Peter Parker, don't be so hard on yourself. You do a great job. Thanks, Peter Parker. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Upset that he has to face Tommy Edman again. Out there talking with Ben Brown.
Look at that umpire taking some practice swings.
Near the Dodger dugout.
That umpire.
Been working, so they're just directing
Stay off the weed.
And focus on those ones. Those will be the ones that we trust.
Come on, Tommy.
Which is tricky for the pitcher.
Swing and a miss. Tommy wearing a Cubs uniform all of a sudden. I don't know why. I don't know what Tommy was thinking.
We were talking about those 6 home runs. At the top of the Major League leaderboard, and it is quite a heady list up there. You've got a power hitting prospect.
Is Jacob able to decline the membership to avoid the taxes? No. No, taxes are a way of life.
In Schwarber, 5 MVPs combined between those guys, 995 career home runs. And then this guy here, whose career high for a full season is 13. And he said,
Tommy may tie it. It's Tran Hugh Dang. Tran Hugh Dang.
Hit home runs. It's
He
just the
may.
result of a lot of good work in the cage.
Ooh, but he gets punched out on a beautiful,
And it's a result
beautiful
of
pitch there.
that we were touching on last night. You said hitting coaches told you.
I would have hit that one out, yo. I would have hit that one out.
We've talked to the strength coaches that have said the way he gets his body ready and his weight routine is way beyond anything you could imagine. So it's not like he's just happening into these home runs.
Well, he does all these things to prepare and to put himself in a position, but it is just happening, right? And it's something that
I think Max has come off the Shabuzi walk-up song, y'all. I think he's doing that. Don't push me, because I'm close to the edge. I think that's his new walk-up song. I don't know what the name of that song is, but you hear the ba-na-na-na-na-na-na.
You got to think
It's
about
Curtis Blow, right?
How you doing what you're doing. That's not what you want.
I don't know, it's just happening. Ball's going in the seats.
Well, pop up. The Turner goes back on. And runs out of room. Trying to play a little arena baseball. He said, I caught it. Off of the rebound. Justin, 40 years old now. Is the second
Glad it wasn't a 2-run home run.
baseball.
I'm trying not to lose my head.
San Diego Padres.
I think that's the song that he's using, y'all.
Julie in Cuba. Justin in Long Beach. 2-2 on Max Muncy. Long Beach to Mayfair High School.
I was glad the Cubs got JT, says Everett.
17 seasons in the major leagues, more than half of that.
Hopefully
with his
Sasaki
hometown
can
team.
pitch 5 to 6. I agree, XB.
Back-to-back Ks to open this inning for Brown.
Oh!
Back-to-back called
Let me find out what happened to the COO. She be sneaky, y'all.
Like we were talking about, he's a 2-pitch pitcher. You know, you get a fastball or a curveball.
Be a little
nothing
sneaker.
there, but at times it just appeared like with Edman and with Max, just not looking for that fastball.
Go back to the last out of the first. That's 3 straight strikeouts looking for Brown. Now goes to work against Andy Pages. Chops the first one foul. A little more aggression from Pages, which has been the message lately. He tries to kind of, as Dave Roberts puts it, calibrate to his role hitting at the bottom of the lineup, something he's not really used to doing. But he thinks that he's gone too far overboard trying to play that role. Pushes this ground ball to second. Horner will scrape it off of the deck. We'll talk more about Pages next time he comes up. We're through a 2 at Dodger Stadium.
Pete Crow Armstrong, Carson Kelly, Ian Happ due up for the Cubbies. Them guys. Those guys coming up for the Cubbies. Now we got to listen to this weird Google Cloud thing for 2 minutes straight. 2 minutes straight. All right, Roki, we moving out. We moving out to see you arisen. Shit, and it went right to buffering. It went right to buffering, y'all, when I went out there. Fix your thing, MLB. Come on, bro. Fix it. Muncie and automatic out. The COO is playing some dice with the paper boy. They out there on the sidewalk that we don't have. We don't have sidewalks here, y'all. We don't have buffering, says Patricia. Yep, buffering on the 3D, right? Let's see how bad it is when they get back. COO is talking to Freddie Freeman on the phone. She didn't answer either, y'all. I texted her. I'll be checking up on her. Taking a nap. It's 6:43. How do you take a nap when it's 6:43, chat?
Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Plus, stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season.
We were up late last night, though. I was playing Call of Duty with Theo. All right, so we're a little bit behind on 3D. Let's sync it. Oh, wait, I think the 3D might be behind. Are we moving up?
Dropped out of his hand, though. That's one of the things Austin Barnes is talking about. He said that splitty is a crazy pitch, but again, he's got to get ahead for it to matter. Finally did against the Phillies. They went 0 for 6 against it with 4 strikeouts. After he had only gotten 1 out on the splitter over his first 3 games. Or his first 2 games.
Shit, I'm on the wrong telecast, too.
Mostly fastball. Back to a fastball here, hit straight up there, shallow left field. On comes Conforto, and Cole Armstrong's the first out of the 3rd.
You see That's right. Plus, you can also stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. So blackout and other restrictions do apply. We encourage.
I don't know why we're having big issues today, y'all. I don't know.
Last of the order, the catcher, Carson Kelly. 1 out, nobody on. 1-0 Chicago. First pitch from Sasaki. Ball low, 1-0.
I'd like to change something. That's to get into postseason and do something. The last playoff win for the Cubs in postseason, you go back to 2017 Game 4 against the Dodgers.
1-0 pitch. He yanks the fastball, pulls it into the left-handed batter's box away from the right-handed hitter Kelly.
Dodgers the next night in 2017 won Game 5 and won the National League pennant.
2-0 pitch. Kelly was taking all the way. Fastball at the shins. 3 balls, no strikes.
In 2018, Cubs National League wild card game lost to the Rockies in 13 innings. Heartbreaker. 2-1 the final.
3-0. Kelly, no intention of swinging. Sasaki takes advantage of that with strike 1. 3 balls and a strike.
In 2020, wild card series again swept by the Marlins, 2-0.
Was that Wrigley?
Nice, Andrew. Nice.
3-1 pitch. Kelly swings, fouls it over the net. He has this count.
Yeah, they pack him in the virtual stadium. They pack him in.
Kelly, Chicago-born, but raised in Oregon. At one point, 13 years ago, was a draft pick of the rival St. Louis Cardinals. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on in the third. 1-0 Cubs. The pitch. Shot foul on the right field side. Full double seats. Kelly now all of a sudden in his 10th season. First 3 with St. Louis. He was blocked by Yadi Molina, so they traded him to Arizona in the Paul Goldschmidt trade. 4.5 years with the D-backs. 1 in Detroit, 1 in Chicago. The 3-2. Pulled away. Peter, ball 4, a 1-out walk for Kelly, who's now walked in 6 consecutive games.
All right, double play would be nice. Double play would be nice. Don't let him steal.
A walk to the number 9 hitter in the lineup.
Don't let him steal, damn it.
Kelly has found a way to get on base consistently to start this year.
Well, those are the guys who say, hey, look, not to discredit the fact you're hitting a 9th, but in that spot, you have to swing the bat in order to get on base.
Strike 1 on Ian Happ. Fastball on the inner third. Happ 0 for 1. He grounded out to Freddie Freeman in the first inning, leading the game. 1 on, 1 out.
You think so? That's probably what they're doing.
Top of the third. Pitch from Sasaki.
Ricardo gives some membership, and RM gets it.
1 ball and 1 strike.
RM gets it. RM's a creeper. Free membership. Ghost Watcher.
Now raises it next to his
Dave
chin.
Rhodes.
Out of the stretch he goes, and that is pulled into right field.
Base hit right field.
Line drive.
First jam for Roki.
Kelly to
Other than the bomb.
Station to station. 2 on and 1 out for Kyle Tucker.
Kelly leading the parade. He's the lead runner at second base. It does
Thank you so much, Ricardo Moreno.
Into this series, having stolen
What's up, Rhodesy?
25 bases out of 26 attempts.
Well, the Dodgers have allowed 15 stolen bases in 16 attempts. First and second, only 1 out. Kyle Tucker at the plate. First pitch, fork ball, up and away, ball 1. So that's the 13th non-fastball that Sasaki has thrown. He's only had 1 swing against those pitches.
And they haven't been really close.
1-0. And Tucker again does not offer at the fork ball. 2 balls, no strikes. This is something that they did to him in Tokyo. But his
Ricardo gives another one. You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
So
Thank
they
you so
really
much.
didn't have any reason to swing at the fork ball.
And then Cy gets the second one. How crazy is that, y'all? Both of RM's accounts get memberships in consecutive donations. Are you crazy?
So it's 3-0 on Kyle Tucker. Teo Suzuki is on deck. 1-0 Cubs. And
Both of
Cubs
RM's
threatening 2
accounts
more in
get
the
free
third.
memberships from Ricardo Moreno. RM.
3-0. Tucker takes strike 1.
Come on. Come on, Roki.
Sasaki all of a sudden at 44 pitches was relatively efficient the first 2 innings. 10 pitches in the first, 15 in the second. Heavier workload here in the third, though.
I don't know.
3-1. Tucker stays away from a fastball outside. Ball 4 loads the bases. And so Mookie Betts sees Mark Pryor and Will Ireton coming out of the dugout.
Base is full of Cubbies, y'all.
Infield will join him on the mound. It's another visit on the mound brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. I know everyone trying to get on the same page. Bases loaded, 1 out for the Cubs. Teo Suzuki at the plate. Suzuki was Sasaki's very first.
You like my
strikeout in
swag?
Major leagues. Of the 1-2-3 first inning.
An
back
AI
on the
Val?
19th of March. And the Cubs DH today, 0 for 1, having grounded out to shortstop. Sasaki would love that same result here.
We really need a double play, y'all. Out at any
Good
base.
in the inning.
Sasaki not the fastest of runners. The guy at first base, however, Tucker can't take any time throwing the ball to second base if there is a ground ball, because Tucker will be sprinting down there trying to.
Rose been a member for 35 months. Thank you, buddy.
Dodger infield shifted over to the left. Freddie Freeman next to Kyle Tucker. Sasaki misses inside with a heater, 1-0. Suzuki hitting .297 on the season. He has 15 RBIs. Bases loaded, 1 out in the top of the third. Dodgers trailing by 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Line drive right to Edman at second base. Everybody gets back to the bag.
Ooh, everybody's safe.
Because of the Dodgers' infield positioning.
Nice play by Tommy. Positioned towards second base.
Good news is
and catches the line drive.
Sasaki, that pitch was right down the middle.
A line out gets him the second out of the third inning. One more to get, and it's Michael Busch, the guy who clipped him in the second inning for a leadoff home run.
All right, Busch already has a home run in this game off of Roki.
Outside corner, strike 1.
Remember, he had Busch and no balls and 2 strikes.
Organic Green Technologies just subscribed. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
Breaks the wall in left field. Sasaki goes to the fork and misses low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Light breeze here at Dodger Stadium. Little haze for the San Gabriels as we focus now on Sasaki. Bases loaded, 2 out. The 1-1 pitch. Another fork ball that tumbles low and away.
It's far enough away, you're not going to get people to swing at it.
Rick Monday getting on Roki a little bit here.
2-1 pitch. Busch
hit hard, center field. Pages on his horse, center field, and robs him. Pages. Let's go. Let's go.
Put 3 stars on it. For Pages, who had trouble going back on the ball in Philadelphia. He tracked it perfectly, made the leap.
Let's go.
What a
Take that, all you Pages haters, says Richter. Barnes, Ohtani bets due up for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the third. Let's go. Pages doesn't want to be traded. You make a couple of those, man, the fan base gets right back on your side, y'all. You make a couple of them, bad boys. I think it would have hit the top of the fence and been extra bases, but still, I mean, he had to get on his horse, he had to get up in the air, and he made a beautiful catch. Barnes automatic out, says OTC. Let's go, says David. This is why we watch these, y'all. We know as a fan base, the Dodgers are going to make the postseason, right? We know this. We know they're going to win 100 games. We know this. But this is why we watch games. What are we, in April? You know, in the month of April. This is why we watch these games, because we're looking for the Dodgers to do something amazing. Do something amazing. And Andy Pages provides it here on a Saturday afternoon, early evening, depending on where you live in the United States of America. It's me, Mario, checks in.
Bottom of the third, Austin Barnes leading off. Pitch from Ben Brown is low. Ball
Yeah, two of them.
1-0 Chicago. Pulls the fastball low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Andy Pages has Dodger Stadium buzzing. Potentially a game-saving catch with the bases loaded. Barnes checks up on a curveball that lands at the knee, strike 2 called.
He did not see his side view on the replay of that catch. But it could have been over the fence if it's not caught. What a catch.
1-2 pitch from Brown. Barnes swings and misses. Striking out Barnes is Brown. That's the 4th K for the Cubs starter. The lineup will turn over.
You know, Stephen, there's so many times we talk about hitters being on a hot streak. So they're in the groove. The same way defensively. Andy Pages needed that play. to build up some confidence.
Ohtani.
He can run it down and get it.
Shohei Ohtani. First pitch.
Ohtani bomb.
Corner has it. Throws off balance for some reason, just to have some fun, I guess.
Ohtani did not hit an Ohtani bomb.
At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home,
Two-way.
free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app, and let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff.
What you angry about, Anthony? What you angry about?
Taking the ball over. I mean, it was, whatever the case, it was inches from a grand slam for Michael Busch, not for the catch by Andy. Here's Mookie Betts. Takes the first pitch. Curveball on the outside.
All right, who's going to do it for the Dodgers on the offense today?
Defensive mindset.
Who's going to do it?
Can't be, well, if you hit it out here.
We need a hero.
The mindset has to be, I dare you to hit it out here.
0-1, Betts is off a high fastball.
Because when you say, I dare you, now you're playing with confidence. I dare you hit it out here. Instead of, hey, if you hit it out here, I'll try and catch it.
1-1 to Mookie.
Of course, Tommy Lasorda, the great story, has Pedro Guerrero at third base who was struggling. Hey, Pete, what are you thinking about when the ball goes to home plate? Well, thinking two things. What's that? I hope they don't hit the ball to me. So what's the other ones? I hope they don't hit it at Saxy at second base either.
2 balls, 2 strikes as Brown misses up and away.
We're just getting started, man.
Curl, and we'll get one.
But isn't the mindset
My boys,
something
Ninigu.
for all of us, regardless of what we do?
No doubt. And you think back to that first inning line out, the pot has taken a hit away from Tucker in the gap. You're just building confidence blocks. 2-2 pitch. Mookie pokes it, right center field. It's sinking fast. It will be caught in right field. Oh, Kyle Tucker came out of nowhere.
Tucker robs Mookie to return the favor.
Going to his right. So the defense on display for both teams here on Saturday night at Dodger Stadium. It ends up being a 1-2-3 third inning for Brown.
Bah. Swanson, Turner, Horner. Swanson, Turner, Horner, the 7. No, wait. I don't know where they're at in the order. I don't know where they're at. Barnes strikes out. Ohtani grounds out. Mookie lines out. Sadness reigns. Sadness reigns. As we go to the 4th, y'all. We go to the 4th. And we're going back to the Roki cam, y'all. Going back to the Roki cam, hoping that it doesn't screw everything up. Because I ain't scared. I ain't scared, y'all. I ain't scared. Ricardo gets another one. This time, Nufo gets it. Nufo. Ricardo be dropping memberships, y'all. That is his 3rd just today. Just today. Maybe 4th. Maybe 4th. But we're up to 131 on the V-Homies. Up to 131. There's a kid listening to his attic in Bangladesh saying, let's go Dodgers. Next inning is when the Dodgers start hitting. All right, well, let's get it. This inning, right? Or the next inning? Are there attics in Bangladesh? Yeah, boy. This is combobulated. Nufo was in here the other night, y'all. He made his return, his triumphant return to Dodger Stadium. There's David Yee, y'all, right behind Swanson. That's him, I'm sure of it. That's David Yee in the blue jersey. Got a message that someone gifted me a membership. Thank you, says RM. You and Cy. 2 in a row from Ricardo. 2 in a row. Oh, take a seat over there, Dansby. You just got struck out. The game call is okay, but I miss Vin. Oh, we all do, bro. We all do. Nufo was at Circle K. Teoscar, baby. Teoscar looks grumpy today.
That's what the outfielders are doing here tonight. It seems that way. Here's Nico Horner.
Oh, Nico Horner. Oh, Nico Horner.
Okay, now let's see what you do. 2 outs, nobody on, 1-0 Cubs. And the fourth inning, pitch from Sasaki. Taking at the knee, strike one to level the count. It's like, you know, the old.
Oh, I didn't have to turn on the TV mic, y'all. You got to tell me.
Eddie Johnson in that one, too? I forget. But, yeah, it's just all these guys in the outfield just trying to one-up each other. As Sasaki misses inside with the fourth ball. 2 balls and a strike.
So were you any good at horse?
Yeah, you find your go-to shots. I was all right. Played basketball.
Now she's watching intently today.
2-1 from Roki. Swinging a ground ball to short.
Mookie.
By Betts. Shuffles and throws across
Go.
Freddie Freeman. It's a
Uno dos tres. Uno dos tres.
For Roki Sasaki.
Somebody told me we're going to start hitting. Somebody told me. I heard him. I turned on the audio just in time to turn it off. Idiot. Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, Michael Conforto due up for the boys in blue. Eat your dinner, Sheila, even the veggies. I made pork chops and applesauce. Sheila is going to have some pork chops and applesauce. Did you see Alice's recipe? No. How'd you cook the chops? It says combubulated. Doing okay, man. Been a while. My mom's at the hospital. She's not doing good, but she's finally woke up. She has heart problems. Sorry to hear that. Absolutely, absolutely. Alice and the Butcher were banging. They were definitely banging. Parental guidance in the Brady house. Thor is licking his chops, says David Yee. He's in there napping with the COO. I don't know how you dig a nap at 6:30, 7 o'clock. I don't know. If I did that, I would be in the doghouse. Woof, woof. Come on, Freddy.
Ready. Freddie chops a second strike off the plate and off his back leg. Quickly 0-2.
We were talking last night about what a good ball game that was, and this one equally entertaining to this point.
Wow.
Seen some defense.
Sorry, ball. I didn't mean to step on your toes there. Last night was the pitching. Tonight was the defense in the field so far. 0-2 to Freddie. Third ball bounces off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, and Michael
Sam would give
Conforto
Alice a salami on bowling night.
Even the score or
from the butcher
here.
shop.
Try to take the series from the Cubs. The 1-2 pitch. And Freddie strikes out swinging. Freddie now 0 for 2 tonight.
Weak sauce.
Fifth K starts the fourth.
Hey, friends, you can celebrate Korean Heritage Night right here at Dodger Stadium Wednesday. That's when the Rockies are in. Going to live music. There's going to be handcrafted food, live performances. Purchase a special ticket pack and receive an exclusive Korean Heritage Night jersey presented by Genro. So for more information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Teoscar Hernandez lays off the fastball outside. 1-0. Teo singled his first time up in the first inning.
Who was it that promised me runs this inning? Who was it? Was it Richter?
Anybody home. 1-0 pitch. Teoscar takes again. Fastball inside. Called a strike. Teoscar not happy with John Lipka. Same way Dansby Swanson.
That's what I had, Viking Jerome. I had them riblets from Applebee's.
Bottom four. On this 1-1, Teo holds the bat on the shoulders. Fastball hits the outside corner. Comfortably strike two. Advantage to Brown. Best outing this season for Ben Brown so far. He came into tonight with an ERA of 7.71. 1-2 pitch. Low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But he has kept the Dodgers at bay outside that first inning, Mo. There's been nothing against him, and again, 5 strikeouts.
Yeah, when he's thrown strikes, and when he misses, he's not missing by a country mile.
The 2-2 coming. And Hernandez hits it on the ground and through the left side by a diving Justin Turner. A 1-out base hit for Teoscar, who's 2 for 2. The 11th 2-strike hit of the season for Teoscar Hernandez. Mo, that has been a huge development and improvement the early going to 2025 for Hernandez.
Yeah, they had both of them tonight, 2 strikes.
1 on, 1 out for Michael Conforto. Tying run aboard for the Dodgers in the 4th inning. Brown will keep Hernandez honest with a pickoff attempt. Teo did not have to slide. He just raced back to the bag. Conforto struck out looking to end the first inning threat with Ohtani on third and Teoscar on first. So Teo is here again in the 4th as Conforto pushed the fly ball to left field. Half drifts over toward the line. And right inside of it, he makes the catch. 2 gone in the 4th.
What happened left field is, I think, one of those players that kind of lives below the radar. Mm-hmm. You know,
come on, Tommy.
Come on, Gold Glove winner in left field. He's not the fastest guy, but he's batting the leadoff spot. He's really been
Steve Santamaria
important part of the Chicago Cubs.
I
Similar attributes to the guy now in the batter's box for the Dodgers. Tommy Edman, 2 out and a runner on. Again, Brown keeping Teoscar close to the bag with a pickoff attempt. Tommy struck out looking in the 2nd, so he's 0 for 1. First pitch from Brown. Edman swings and fouls it straight back into the net. Strike 1.
You were talking earlier about Edman and the company he's keeping in the home runs department. Even though just 15 games have been played by the Dodgers, you still wouldn't expect Edman to be in the upper echelon as far as long balls.
You joked about it last night. It's like you look at that, there's a lot of guys who are big. They look the same, and then there's me. And then with another swing and another foul ball back into the net, quickly 0-2.
But when you look at the bat speed of Edman, he's able to generate a lot of hand speed. It's not that he's swinging hard. It's quick.
He's hitting the ball hard, much harder than he ever has in his career. Up to 14 RBIs to go along with the 6 home runs. Tied for the most in all of Major League Baseball. Teoscar Hernandez on first. Conservative lead. 2 outs in the 4th inning. The Dodgers trailing by 1. An 0-2 pitch. Edman swings and pops it back foul over the net. Stays alive. And I think that's the beauty of baseball, Mo. To Edman's quote. A bunch of guys who look the same, and then there's me. It doesn't matter if you're Aaron Judge at 6'7" or Tommy Edman, who's listed at 5'10", perhaps generously. Another 0-2. Down and inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I think of Freddy Pontek when he's playing the Kansas City Royals, who was listed at 5'6", and I'm not certain he was there. He was asked once, well, how's it feel being the smallest player in Major League Baseball? He says, a lot better than being the smallest player in minor league baseball.
1-2, Edman swings, fly ball, left center field. This is going to be caught by Pete Crow Armstrong, and it is in left center. So Teoscar's one-out single stranded by Ben Brown, who is now done with 4 shutout in.
All right, the little mat dragger guys are running out there. You don't see those in 3D land. They don't need them in 3D land. The dirt is always perfect in 3D land. But due up for the Cubbies, the top of the 5th, Pete Crow Armstrong, Carson Kelly, Ian Happ. That's who's coming up for them. Already up 1-0. 1-0. Sasaki so far, 60 pitches, 4 innings pitched, 2 Ks, 1 earned run. Not too bad. Not too bad, but let's have a good inning here. Let's have a good inning here. Let's go to the Roki cam. Let's go to the old Roki cam here. There's way too many ball players on the field, many of them at the wrong position in 3D land. What happened to Elishiva? Roji checking on Summer. Oh, checking on him. Mr. Slate covered the market on rocks, says T. Kubler. What was the name of the rock quarry? What was the name of it? I remember Mr. Slate. They got a gaggle going on. They're trying to get in that dugout over there on the Cubs side, and they're having some difficulty. All right, they're showing Pages' unbelievable catch the last inning. That got Roki out of the jam. Cubbies 2 hits, 1 run.
Pitch to Pete Crow Armstrong. Swung on and fouled back. Strike 1. He pitched into the 5th.
We need like a 1 second delay here.
A couple of batters, but didn't record an out. So 4+ what he had in the box score. Armstrong batting from the left side. He's 0 for 1 tonight. The 0-1 pitch. Another foul ball. This one into the net. He offered at the fork ball. Sasaki got a swing and strike 2.
Well, that outing in Philadelphia gave up back-to-back singles, a stolen base in that first inning, and an infield out. Or the only run that he gave up.
The 0-2 pitch called strike 3. Oh, he lands the fork ball at the knees. And that is the 3rd K for Sasaki tonight. 1 gone in the 5th. And there you have it. The new career high in innings pitched for a game by Roki Sasaki. Now the last of the order, Carson Kelly, who walked his first time up. That was in the 3rd inning. 1-0 Chicago. He swings and fouls back, strike 1. Sasaki, that 4th inning mo was huge. He threw 26 pitches.
Rubio Bleeds Blue is at Disneyland currently, waiting to get on the Mr. Toad ride.
9 pitches in the 4th to get things back on track. Check swing, he couldn't hold, so it's quickly 0-2.
Theo checks in. Apparently my pre-order of 2 runs didn't get delivered. About that.
Again, here's the number 9.
About that, Theo. Your order has been delayed.
Not walking as he did the first time up tonight.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Went out, nobody on top of the 5th. The 0-2. Line drive, and it eats Tommy up, and it skips by into center field. So there's a 1-out single for Carson Kelly. Reaches for a second time tonight. There was a hot shot that buzzed the tower of Sasaki, and Tommy couldn't come up with it.
Well, goes a base hit.
And I don't disagree with that scoring either. That was a well-struck baseball by Kelly.
Those are the kind of plays that from time to time we'll see somebody, official score, may say, well, it's an error. And my answer has been, get a glove, go down there and see if it's an error or not.
First pitch to Ian Happ, inside with a heater, 1-0. 3rd time through begins for Roki Sasaki. We do have activity in the Dodger bullpen. Nobody's throwing yet, but Alex Vesia is up. 1-0 pitch. 1 on and 1 out. Here's strike 1. The outside corner. Plants on the mound. Ball at the waist, up to the side of his head. Kicks and deals. Swinging a foul ball, laced to the left side. A sweet level. 1 ball and 2 strikes. All about building blocks for Roki Sasaki. Anthony Banda, actually the first Dodger reliever throwing in the bullpen now. 70th pitch of the game upcoming. Here it is. And Happ doesn't bite on the forkball. 2-2. And this is something we discussed in the pregame show, and we
Let's go
encourage
Dodgers. Let's
each
go,
other and
baby.
everybody listening to remind yourself when watching Roki Sasaki pitch, this is a rookie. As that is poked into left field, it'll drop down for a base hit for Ian Happ. Got singles his last 2.
All right, Cubbies in
First and
business
second,
like
1 out
Budweiser.
for Chicago already up 1-0.
Runners on
But
first and
he is
second,
nowhere
1
near
out.
as
Already up by
accomplished or
1.
polished as Yoshinobu Yamamoto was coming over from Japan. Doesn't have the same arsenal. He's still developing a third pitch, let alone 5 or 6 we now see from Yama. And so the runway, you have to give Sasaki some grace and give him a chance to learn tough lessons.
Yeah, he needs the experience. And you don't get experience by reading a book.
Pitch to Kyle Tucker, fouled away, strike
You
1.
can learn how to do it. You can get some pretty good ideas on how to do it, how to apply it. Well, you're going to have to go out and do it.
First and second, 1 down, top of the 5th. Kyle Tucker at the plate. Now the 0-1 pitch. Waved at strike 2. Oh, Sasaki fooled him with the forkball. This is a similar situation brewing in the 5th as we saw in the 3rd.
Mary Hart on the 3D cam is the red dot. She's the red dot behind home plate, right above the scoreboard.
5-star catch in center field by Andy.
Actually, she's the blue dot.
Foul ball, just
She's a blue dot right on the edge of that advertisement deal behind home on the right edge
In the first inning in the sliding
above the
catch also
MLB
by
logo.
Pines. She's made
That's her.
2 highlight plays already.
Mary Hart bubble. Dom Perignon is supposed to bubble.
The star sluggers that we have in Major League Baseball at the plate. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Left side, foul ground. Once he drifts over, makes the catch right next to the third base coach box. 2 gone.
If you missed the Twitcher last night, and I know you all did, Val and I did get and also played first place. Yep, we got a victory. We did get a victory in a battle royal last night. Me, Theo, someone named the King, and some hacker.
Had some issues, reoccurring oblique.
Yep, we rode the helicopter out of Verdansk.
And just wonder if that's
Victorious.
the case here. We
It
have
happened,
no
y'all,
idea
for
what
real.
The issue is, but not able to continue.
Another mound visit coming. Mark Pryor and Will
The blue
Ireton
dot with the
out there along
gams.
with the Dodger infielder Roki Sasaki. First and second, 2 out top of the 5th. The Dodgers trailing 1-0. Sasaki had 75 pitches. This is another thing.
Yeah, we're going to do it again tonight, I think. I think that's why the COO's napping. I think she's about to watch a movie,
Also had yet to throw
and I'll probably jump on Call of Duty
clips that mark here this
right
season.
after
So,
this game.
another step in his progression and growth.
Nufo in the house. Alfredo in the house.
Scouting report.
Yeah, he's hard on him, Alfredo. Monday is hard on him. He's one of the reasons. Monday is one of the reasons I don't particularly like the radio broadcast. I'll be honest.
So Suzuki out of the game.
He's part of the reason I don't like the radio
Spot
telecast.
for Chicago, trying to push this game 2 lead. Sasaki sets. Here's the pitch. Amaya takes. Ball low. 1 ball, no strikes. Amaya last night was 0 for 3. 242 this year. Yes, below 600. Sasaki out of the stretch. And a foul ball back to our right on the field level. 1-1.
I'm not certain on the field right now how difficult it may be to see the ball, but we're approaching a twilight where it can become an adventure.
Twilight at Dodger Stadium, the bright lights, sun setting. Yeah, it's not easy. 1-1.
Yeah, I've got it, Patricia.
Yes, you did.
I've got it.
Strike
I've got
2.
MLB The Show. This is me, Patricia, hitting a home run with Ohtani. I've never shown it here on the stream
Hitter
before.
Amaya.
I've never shown me hitting a home run with Ohtani before.
Strike. Finish the 5th inning.
Ohtani bomb.
Roki will step off the rubber for a second. His time was great.
Never before seen.
Steps back in, taps the plate once. Digs in on
Kind
the
of a
right
big
side.
deal on MLB The Show.
Sasaki is ready. So is Amaya. Here's the pitch. Check swing again. This time he held up, says first base umpire.
No!
Sean Barber. Now it's 2-2. Ooh. The check swing calls, that's as gray as it gets in all of sport. Make those calls
Yeah, I hate
accurately,
the check
but
swing.
It is difficult.
I hate it.
For the 80th pitch of the night. Line foul.
Jesus.
Into the net north of the Dodger dugout. Assuredly be the end of the line for Roki Sasaki.
Don't call me Shirley.
Trying to get through 5 innings. Dodgers trailing 1-0. Cubs have 2 on and 2 out. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted high in the air. Left field, Conforto fighting the twilight. He's got a read on it, and he's got the 3rd out.
There we go, baby. There we go.
Finishes the 5th and has given the Dodgers a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's kind of a chance here. Who's coming up? Uh-oh. It's that part of the lineup, y'all. Due up here in the bottom of the 5th. It is Max Muncy hitting 176 or 170. Andy Pages currently hitting 156. And Austin Barnes, triple zeros. That's who's coming up for the Doyers, y'all. Uh-oh. We got some, what do you call it? Some buffering, so let's just get ahead of it here, y'all. Let's just get ahead of this shit right now. Right meow. Let's get ahead of the curve. I gotta fix that camera, y'all. Why is it doing that? I don't think it's bright enough in here. I don't think so. I don't think it's quite bright enough. White Sox in 5. Let's go, and happy birthday, Summer O.
The Cubs 1-0. Bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the order. Due up. Muncy, Pages, and Barnes. First pitch to Muncy.
First pitch to Muncy. What do you think it was, chat? What do you think it was? We're waiting for 3D Land to catch up.
Taken in the dirt. The curveball missed. Ball 1. Max 0 for 1, struck out looking. Second inning. Average now at 170 this year for Muncy. There's the 1-0. Muncy chops.
I was trying to make less light, but yeah, I don't think the copy paper is working, y'all. I think I'm going to have to go to
home run this year.
the white plastic bags
Home
again.
runs through 13 games as a Dodger. 0. But he has 13 home runs in 41 games against the Cubs. And a foul ball back.
Rojas on the Dodger bench hyping up Roki. Roki's day's done. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 3 Ks, 2 base on balls. Kasparius is up in the bullpen.
The 1-2 pitch coming. Off the hands, didn't miss by much, but it was inside. 2-2 for Muncy.
Not ideal when it screws up that fast, yo.
The level of strikeouts this year.
Not ideal.
Tonight. This ball is
There you go, Max. Base hit, center field.
So it wasn't a home run, Mo, but the Dodgers will take that. Getting the leadoff man aboard, the tying run on base.
Yeah, that's why Dave Roberts has moved Muncy down in the lineup, even though right-handed pitchers on the mound tonight. Moving in the 7th spot, hoping that he can get it going and get hot, and he'll move up in the lineup.
Well, Andy Pages, he has flashed the leather tonight. How about the lumber? First pitch from... Andy grounded out to second his first time up. He's 0 for 4 now in the series. And 156 this year. Muncy on first, no outs, bottom 5. The pitch. Fastball misses away. 2 balls and a strike. Advantage Pages.
That's a good take right there because Pages, you start to look at numbers last year. He was much more consistent balls inside than he was on pitches that are away from him. And does he understand the top of the strike zone? Does he understand the outside part of the strike zone?
Brown out of the stretch, the 2-1. Pages swings and hits it to shallow center. Racing in is PCA. He covers a lot of ground out there. Even with the late jump, he makes the catch. 1 gone. Last of the order, Austin Barnes is 0 for 1 with a K. Dodgers just have not been able to solve Ben Brown tonight. Brown, highly thought of in Chicago. Rough start to the year, but he's really put it together tonight against the Dodgers. Barnes first pitch swinging, roll it to short. This could be 2. It will be 2. 6, 4, and 3. So Muncy's leadoff base hit.
Barnesy, man.
By the Dodgers.
Barnesy. You let me down, bruh. You let me down. Son of a biscuit. Well, that went kind of like we thought it would. Bush, Swanson, Turner due up for the Cubbies. And we're going to have a new pitcher. We're going to get us a new pitcher, y'all. And yes, I'm going to try to get pitcher cam. It's being ornery. It's definitely being ornery today. Leticia Arjona in the house. What's up, Leticia? I don't know what we got right now. The camera won't switch. What's for dinner tonight? I had those just before I came on stream. I had the those riblets from Applebee's. It's a riblets and fry deal for like $12 with the Asian sauce. They're kind of missing it on the Asian sauce, so it's got no heat to it. No spicy. Barnes always lets people down, says Rob Dog. Barnesy is 0 for 16. Where's RM at? RM is the staunchest RM defender. I mean, Barnesy defender. Keep me running.
Bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now on the mound for your Dodgers, Ben Kasparius. The right-hander takes over after Roki Sasaki finished 5 innings for the first time in his big league career. 1 run was earned, 4 hits, including a home run. Strikeouts and 2 walks. Home run hit by the man leading off against Ben Kasparius. Michael Bush takes ball 1 downstairs. Former Dodger farmhand is 1 for 2 tonight with that solo blast. Led off the second inning. Bush
ripped right field.
Hit pretty well. Teoscar back, and this will
off the wall.
Of the scoreboard in right. Bush hustling for second. He slides in safely with a leadoff double. And really, he's now 2 for 3, Mo. But keep in mind, the one time he was retired, he was mere inches away from a grand slam, if not for the sparkling play of Andy Pages in center field. So Bush has hammered the ball all night.
Yes, he has. He has not had one swing. You say, well, he was fooled.
So what? Kasparius doesn't deserve the zoom in at the pitch?
Tonight,
They just do it for Roki?
Strikeouts this year against the Dodgers. You do recall he was very good against his old club last year, but it hadn't been the case. Well, 2024.
Oh, there we go.
Back, seemingly tonight. Strike one to Dansby Swanson, a breaking ball in the heart of the plate. 0-1. Dodgers trailing 1-0. Bush on second, no outs, top of the sixth. Here's the pitch. Now Swanson swings, and it's a high fly ball, left field and deep. Conforto back. He is at the wall. He reaches up and makes the grab. Dansby Swanson just missed putting one into the Dodger bullpen. That died at the wall. Ultimately, though, it's...
Hey, dog catcher, have I said hi to you today? I had late night hot dog that didn't cost me $40.
Scary one for Ben Kasparius, who now welcomes Justin Turner to the plate.
We have to ask David Yee if he's had a $40 hot dog.
Pitch.
Ruben Alvarez, too. We got to ask Ruben.
On the inside corner, strike one.
I know Andrew probably has had a $40 hot dog.
Pull to the left side of the
His mom bought it for him.
And one pitch. Turner swings and fouls it away. Quickly 0-2. JT is over.
So the goal is 150 likes by the end of the fifth. We failed miserably.
2014
once again.
2022. All-time leader in postseason games, hits, RBIs, runs scored. Clemente Award winner last year with the Dodgers as well. The 0-2. Kasparius spikes the ball. Good block by Austin Barnes, who had to grab walk over to his right. Keep that ball in front of him. Bush holds on second.
Sorry about that, dog catcher. I saw your name there, and I was like, I don't think I've said hi to
Here's
him all day.
17 in the major leagues for Justin Turner. 1 year deal with the Cubs. 1-2. Hit on the ground left side, and Mookie's not going to get it. Bush is waved around. He's going to score. RBI single for Justin Turner. 2-0 Chicago.
That surprises me. If you're going to play really an exaggerated pull on the left side of the infield, you can't be throwing up really a hanging curveball out away.
So Turner with the RBI. I don't like that we don't at least try to throw that runner out at home. I hate that shit. Just gun it. Who gives a shit?
On the right side, lays off a breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
It's all about preventing that guy from getting to second. But shit. I get it. Analytics, percentages, all that bullshit.
Stretches.
Throw that fool out. Sammy Boy Smith in the house. What's up, dude?
One on, one out. And now a 1-1 pitch. Roller to short. Mookie goes to second. They're only going to get one. Turner retired on the force.
Well, friends, looking ahead, Rockies come in on Monday night, and it's also going to be Hello Kitty night for 40,000 fans.
Vikings Rome, Hello Kitty night, Monday night.
Hello Kitty.
You better start driving tomorrow. You probably should leave tomorrow.
Visit Dodgers.com
so you're rested up
for more information.
to get your Hello Kitty merch.
Now Horner on first base. Pickoff attempt. Ooh, Kasparius almost caught him. Horner was shuffling to his right as Kasparius started his pickoff move.
If the throw is low, he might have had the tag, but Freeman had to reach up high.
Unless you feel you can get him, you got to keep that runner at first. Throw that fool out. Send it.
Into the net.
Send it home. That's why I loved Pui in right. That is why I liked Bellinger in center.
Nothing in one on PCA. Muncy still a couple feet onto the grass at third base, guarding against the speed of Crow Armstrong. Horner has speed on the bases, and the throw is wide. Horner takes off for second. Freddy fields it, but because it hit off the camera well, went into the camera well, that ball's dead, and Horner is given second base. So, Kasparius...
That's just a horrible throw. It almost picked off the first base coach.
Kasparius just emails it.
So now you have speed in scoring position. Instead of focusing on
No $40 hot dog for me. I'm trying to save for COO's Tommy Edmond bobblehead. Don't tell the woman.
Kasparius misses up and away with the fastball.
I need a Tommy.
On PCA. 2-0.
I need a Tommy.
Justin Turner with an RBI base hit here in the top of the sixth.
Then I'll have the whole infield.
Kasparius is 1-1. This is outside. Advantage to PCA. Those three letters were chanted in the Tokyo.
They have a $40 hot dog combobulated. There's a video that Dodger Nation did. If you want to see it, it's like 2 foot long. It's more of a sausage than a hot dog. Of course, a hot dog is a sausage, right? Is a hot dog a sausage, Chet? Anyway, it's a big fat hot dog, about 2 foot long. On a French roll, it looks like.
2-0 Chicago.
A baguette.
Pitch. Spoiled by Crow Armstrong. Fouls it back toward his own on-deck circle.
He was a knucklehead, says Richter. He was, but he tried to throw fools out. Is it girthy?
Pitch. Got him swinging, strike three, but still an RBI.
All right, but they get a run.
Turner, so
Turner makes us pay.
It's the former Dodgers 2 and the current Dodgers nothing.
Shouldn't I be trusted?
That's true. We're getting beat by the former Dodgers, y'all. We're getting beat. An RBI by Turner and a home run. Different process to make them. Hot dogs are processed meat, but not sausage. I love meat almost as much as I love my Dodgers, says Combobulated. I come to this channel to follow the Dodger game, but I stay to hear Valhalla talk about sausages. You missed it. You missed it, Alfredo. Alfredo, I'm going to ask you the question of the early part of this game. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Is a hot dog a sandwich? We got some good guys coming up. Presumably, Ohtani bets Freeman. A combined 1 for 6 today. Combined 1 for 6. Freddy hitting below the Mendoza line, y'all. Freddy hitting 176. How long before the nation turns on him? Circle K has the best girthy roller dogs. I have no problem spending $40 on a hot dog when it comes with chucks of lobster, shrimp, crab meat, and Alfredo sauce. Grim Reaper says the Cubs are going to win. What do you know, Grim Reaper? What do you know? We need to start scoring this inning. You think? You think? I've tried the Ohtani thing both ways. I've tried anime Ohtani and Valhalla controlled Ohtani. Ohtani bomb. But neither of them have worked.
Pitch from Ben Brown. Ohtani takes strike one at the knees. Fastball at 95. Shohei is 1 for 2. Singled in the first. Stole his 4th base of the year. Grounded out to second. On this 0-1. Ohtani takes again. Low with the fastball. This time, so it's 1-1. Dodgers will lead to come back again. They've done that several times already this year. Brown misses outside with a heater. 2 balls.
I will mimic the batting stance of all the Dodgers for the rest of the street.
4 of the Dodgers when trailing after 5 innings. Most wins
Free
in Major League
content.
Baseball when trailing
Tell your
after
friends.
5. 2-1 coming. And Ohtani torches it down the right field line. It will hook foul. That was smoked. But right of the pole. But ends up being strike 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And Ohtani has this one in fair territory. Hit deep. It is caught at the wall. I got Mo. I got to wear that. It was caught on the warning track by Kyle Tucker.
He does it too, y'all. He does it too. Nelson does it too, y'all.
And it is going to continue going and going.
Okay, that's out number
Mookie.
1 here for Ben Brown in the bottom of the 6th. So now Mookie Betts, who's 0 for 2. Pitch. Fastball away, 1-0 for Mookie. Pitch coming. Fastball in there, strike 1, levels the count. Chevy Truck Month. No better time to do what you do best than a Chevy Silverado. Shop now at SoCalChevy.com. 1-1 pitch. Mookie hits it right at Justin Turner. Excuse me, we got a new third baseman in the game. That's Gage Workman.
Oh, they took Turner out. That was Workman catches the line drive from the Mook. 2-away, just like that, y'all. Here comes Freddy.
Because they're looking at it, this is really the first inning that Brown has been hit hard. Dodgers.
What's up, Taz?
Well, lineouts now. Freddie Freeman, 2 outs, nobody on. 2-0 Chicago. First pitch swinging and missing.
Change your depends, no home run.
0 for 2.
I thought it was going the way you put your hand up, Val.
Pitch.
Oh, wait.
The crowd trying to do its part at Dodger Stadium. Brown misses low the heater. 1-1 for Freeman. Freddie chance. Last night it was bobblehead night for Freddie. Charlie threw at the first pitch. On this 1-1. Freeman bounces the ball by the glove of Brown and into center field for a 2-out base hit. Cub pitcher was frustrated he couldn't corral that grounder, so Freddie does have his first hit off the injured list. Now the tying run comes to the plate with Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar, my called shot today. Teoscar was my called shot today. My V factor, if you will. The V factor. With his new shoes.
Ayo waves at strike 1. A fastball right in the heart of the plate. But Teoscar couldn't find it.
Teoscar 2 for 2. Both of them singles.
Ready on first, 2 out, bottom 6. Dodgers chasing 2. Check swing, right side. Corner is over to get it, field it, and Teoscar's retired. The 6th inning is complete. 6.
Come on, man. Don't go out on a shit swing.
Still lead.
You know what I mean? Don't go out on a shit swing. I get it's hard to hit a baseball. I get it. But don't go out on a shitty swing like that. Take a rip. Kelly Hap Tucker. Kelly Hap Tucker as we go to the 7th. Hello, friend from Japan. Hello, Johnny Owen. Embarrassing. Let's go Teo. Same here. Plah. Plah. Should we go to a little action cam for this inning, chat? A little action cam to whet the 3D appetite. I think we will. I think we will. A friend from Japan just subscribed. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. Arigato. Konnichiwa. Bam Man, the number of almost homers in this game is crazy. Tense game. I agree. I agree with Bam Man 100. The outhouse door swings less shitty. Harsh reality. Action cam. Here on Valhalla Sports Talk. I think Grim Reaper may be right on his prediction. I'm just saying. This is Sly Dog. All right, they're playing music.
The official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast.
I think it was a hair band.
It's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com.
Think so.
2, Dodgers nothing. Game 2 now into the final 3 innings. Top of the 7th. Barry is still out there on the mound. Strike 1 to the number 9 hitter Carson Kelly. Reached both times tonight, a walk and a base hit. Hitting .364 this year is Kelly, his first year as a Cub. Various gets a foul ball to the right side, quickly 0-2. On the 31st of March, Kelly
Maybe.
and the Cubs were in Sacramento facing the A's.
Our most runs so
Kelly
far
hit for
this
the
year was
cycle.
8-2. Our
4 for
biggest
4
loss was also 8-2.
with 2 walks.
I love
so he
Thomas
reached
Charles
all 6
Lasorda.
plate appearances.
You're a big Tommy Lasorda fan? Friend from
Broken
Japan?
5, scored 3 times. 0-2 from Kasparius. Way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We got this, y'all. In the 8th inning, watch. Home run coming up.
Dropped here at Dodger Stadium as
At
the
what
sun
point
is
does a
full
nap
setting. It
become
does
sleep?
seem like the Marine
Facts.
players
You got a
settled in
point.
here as
You
well.
got a fact. If you go to take a nap,
Kelly
son of a
launches to left
bitch.
field. Conforto at the wall, and this one is gone. Carson Kelly. A solo home run to left field leading off the top of the 7th, his 3rd of the year. Now it is 3-0 Cubs.
less than
Marine
ideal.
layer, no marine layer mode.
Less than ideal. I did not care for action cam there. I did not care for it.
In the lineup, you have to make him swing the
One
bat
little
to get on
bit.
base. Well, he's walked once. He was on a 3-2 pitch back in the 3rd inning. Then a single, and now he hits it out.
So the deficit grows for the Dodgers. Ball 1 to Ian Happ. The lineup turns over. Happ is 2 for 3 with a pair of base hits. Solo home
ouch.
run for Carson Kelly. 2nd home run for the Cubs tonight. Ferris bounces
What's
back
up in the
strike
bullpen?
1 on the outer 3rd to even the count.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of these guys are feeling a little pressure, y'all. We got a lot of guys coming off of the bullpen, and some of these guys are going back down.
Now Happ pulls one foul.
Kasparius among them, that one that Ella Shiva can't stand. He's a goner.
It's the 2nd time this season that the Dodgers have been scoreless.
There's some other
through
ones.
6 innings.
2 home runs today?
Sasaki
No way, bro.
will not get his first major league win tonight.
No
He
way.
is
I got to watch
up
more of those
for a
OKC
loss
games,
unless
man.
The Dodger offense can pick him up late.
But I also got to play Call of Duty
Foul back in the net, still
and get my
1-2
pew
for
pew
Happ,
on.
and
So I
keep
can't
running
just
his
do
Barnes
baseball
with his
all the
fingers.
time.
Barnes, who appears to be
But,
okay.
man, you watch an OKC game, y'all.
5 innings,
We got a
4
lot of our
runs,
roster
1
down
run
there.
On the Michael Busch homer. One of 4 hits.
Did you all know that the
2
Catman,
strikeouts, 3
meow,
pitches, 50 of
has shaved his head bald? The Catman no longer with the flowing locks.
twice. The deficit swells to 3-0 as he misses high with a
Altman
fastball.
has a little Pepe Le Pew mustache, still can't hit. For shit.
And Kasparius giving up runs also snaps the scoreless stretch that the Dodger bullpen had it in recent days here, Mo. First this 2-2 pitch to Happ. Going away, full count.
Yeah, I know he hit one yesterday. You told me.
They've been lights out.
Yeah, I'm going to go on right after this, I think.
Really before the ball game.
I think I'm going on right after
His
this.
goal was to get into Cubs bullpen, which has struggled recently.
On Twitch.
Kasparius misses upstairs.
And we walked this guy.
It's a walk to Happ. So after the home run to Kelly, Happ reaches. Still no outs, top of the 7th.
Maybe it's mange. Maybe he got mange.
Well, the Cubs offense, it shouldn't surprise anybody. Came into the series as the highest scoring offense in Major League Baseball. Its kryptonite in the young season, though, has been the Dodgers staff. Tonight, they lead 3-0. As Tucker goes around.
I'm fighting not to use some choice emojis here. Says Theo Sam Eagle. Don't fight the feeling. Theo Sam Eagle. Let your feelings be known through emojis on YouTube. Thank you.
No tag applied to Hack.
I'll be here all week. Ladies and gentlemen. Just not now. AI Valhalla.
Nico Horner last inning.
Hold it down.
Well, so that was Dodgers' lone error tonight. Go one to Tucker. He waves at strike two. Various is really fooling with Kyle Tucker here in the 7th inning, which is far easier said than done.
That song ran off 20, y'all. Ran off 20.
Cubs 3, Dodgers nothing. Top of the 7th, 1 on, nobody out still. The 0-2 pitch, and Tucker pulls a base hit in the
Tucker,
right field. Just a
you effer.
Looper, and Teoscar just picks up. Happ cuts the bag, goes first to third. And so it's a 2-strike single for Kyle Tucker, the first 3.
Give this man his Grammy.
For Chicago here in the 7th.
Theo put up the angry emoji. Angriness.
Looks like a little bit of a cement mix.
One of my favorite emojis in the free emoji pool. Dodgers are making me angry tonight. Stop giving up homers. Says Seth Messersmiths, Dodgers, Sooners, Eagles, Rangers.
Miguel Amaya. Batting from the right side.
That's a long name, bro.
Entered the game as an injury replacement for Seiya Suzuki, and Amaya lines a base hit to center.
Base
field.
hit.
That drops in.
Another run.
Score 4-0 Cubs.
It's getting worse, y'all. It's getting worse.
Amaya clapping his hands off first base, extending the Chicago lead. And game 2 is starting to get away from the Dodgers. Seiya Suzuki left the game. Our good friend Buster Olney of ESPN here tonight. ESPN Radio has the call on the booth over from us. He said Suzuki was jammed on a pitch, and the Cubs are evaluating what exactly went wrong, but he just didn't feel right after a pitch inside on him. But Amaya, his replacement, just drove in a run. And now you got Michael Bush at the plate. Fouls back the first pitch from Kasperius, strike 1. Bush has been tearing the cover off the ball tonight, Mo. Solo home run in the 2nd, inches away from grand slam in the 3rd. Andy Pages.
Diamondbacks walk off the Brewers, says Yee.
A double in the 6th when he came around to score.
Yee, you should make the drive and go see the Dodgers play the Diamondbacks in Phoenix.
Kasperius against Bush.
You should make that ride, bro. Probably cheaper than going to a Dodger game with gas and hotel.
Here's the pitch. Bush right
hit hard.
That will get down. Cut off by Pages. Being waved around is Tucker.
That'll score another one, and we're getting 5-0.
5-0 Chicago. Another RBI for Michael Bush.
Someone call the police. Michael Bush is doing bad things to the Dodgers, his former ball club.
So now Ben Kasperius, Mo, you're thinking if you're listening, wait, is there action of the pen? This is a game that I think Dave Roberts is going to say, Ben, you got to eat it.
Yeah, he may just wear it because Mark Pryor, the
Cubbies before this series, they're one of the better hitting teams in MLB in 2025, yo. Weird fact. Dansby, Swanson.
No outs.
Still no outs. Still in business.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
We're getting hammered by Bush, like the local farm workers on weekends. I certainly know a couple of folks with the last name Bush.
Now Swanson to left field. That's in for
son of a biscuit.
Over to cut it off. Green light for Amaya. There won't be a relay home.
Amaya just casually runs home, limping all the way.
There's a chance, but either way, Amaya
and this shit's getting ugly.
6-0 Cubs and the Bluebirds are out.
Bluebirds are out at Dodger Stadium. People are like, I paid $40 for a fucking hot dog, and you guys can't score a damn run.
15 feet in front of Mookie Betts, who's the lead cutoff man.
All right, Rob Dog. We'll see you, buddy.
The Cubs with 4
Now you
runs
need
in
the
this
Bugs
inning
Bunny
without
footage
recording
just
an
for the
out.
Cubs this time.
First and second. 6-0 Chicago. Now Gage Workman.
This got sad fast, the scoreboard.
Workman came in as a defensive replacement for Justin Turner the last half inning.
Game over, says Theo. GG, says Jay Ramos. What you doing, Mama?
Chicago is just
Why you
living
take such a
to
late nap?
Casarius right now. Ben had given up just 5
You
hits
what?
all year prior to tonight.
You have a headache?
He's got 7 hits against him in an inning plus this year. Still trying to record his first out of the 7th. Ground ball up the middle. Mookie is there. Steps on the bag. Will not throw the first, and that's a smart decision by Betts. Fielder's choice for Workman.
All right, one away.
Will be at the corners with 1 out now. So Swanson off the base pass. Workman takes his place.
I think this loss is your COO.
Over to third is Michael Bush.
I think this loss is your fault. Because you bailed.
Now.
Then she sees the score, chat.
Nico Horner. Contact second baseman. First and third, 1 out. 6-0.
So, I had a guy in the car business I worked with, Oak, that said somebody's got to love the dirty legs.
Here in the 7th. Pitch with Workman running. Barnes throwing to second.
Runs on Barnes, steals it.
Stolen base for Gage Workman. 2 in scoring position now. First base opens up.
At least it wasn't $40 for a sandwich, says Robin.
16 out of 17 successful attempts. This pitching staff just not.
No, probably not.
Dodger infield comes
Combobulated. Probably not. Usually if you ask,
over the net, 1-1.
usually if you have to ask, it's probably not something we want to see in the chat.
Times already this series mode. They will
I need
run
8
wild
runs
on
from the
it.
Dodgers, bottom of the 7th. No problem.
26 coming into this game. See, one other thing, too, in this inning. They're taking some healthy swings.
Infield remains in the 1-1 pitch. Corner fly ball right field. He did his job. Hernandez settles.
Just going to score another one.
Tagging from third is Bush. There won't be a
I think you need more than that, Johnny.
To the infield. Workman tags, goes from second to third. Bush slides in safely on the sacrifice fly. 7-0 Cubs here in the
Cubs up by a touchdown on the Dodgers.
For the 7th heaven. Well, this is 7th. You know. Here comes Dave Roberts. Ben Casarius cannot complete 2 innings out of the bullpen. Runner at third, 2 outs.
Well, they have.
9th Cub hitter to the plate when we come back on the Dodgers Audio Network.
Love that speedy cash.
Love that speedy cash.
You a curveball. Make Speedy Cash your home base.
Only one person feels worse about this crap. It's Johnny. This is Summer Hope. Johnny be living and dying with the Dodgers, y'all. I couldn't do that anymore. I won't. I refuse. I refuse to do that for a professional sports team anymore. The Vikings cured me of that virus. The Minnesota Vikings cured me of this virus. There's 3 innings left, guys, says Combobulated. About time, Dave. What game are you watching? Sorry, Dodger fans, says Everett. Listen, y'all, when I saw the lineup and I saw that fucking trio that we rolled out at 7, 8, 9, I knew this was going to be a crap show. Clown shit. And I didn't predict it that way because you guys get pissed off when I pick the Dodgers to lose. But I kind of knew, y'all. I kind of knew. They actually scored 2 safeties and a field goal. Well, yeah, they did. You're right. All right, 111 likes, 3,100 views. 4 new members. Thank you so much. And $3 in Valhalla. Luis Garcia in the game. New meat for the Cubs. New meat. Tomorrow night, Sunday Night Baseball, so we'll go with the A unit tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be on the call. Tomorrow I'll be on the call. I can't play the ESPN audio, and it's going to be too much of a hassle to play the radio broadcast because it doesn't sync up ever. This ball hits center field. Pages back, makes the catch for the third out. I'll be on the call for tomorrow's game. Picking the Dodgers to lose is the money bet at this point. Well, this is the first loss for the Dodgers at home in 2025. It's the first loss since the NLCS, I believe, last year. A record-setting 2025, even with this big loss, the most home wins to start a season since the Brooklyn Dodgers, who I think went 13 or something. You what?
Dinger.
Who's Dinger? The Colorado one?
Yep.
All right, I'm taking that Pittsburgh Pirate one. You cheat, COO. Why do you cheat on all of these?
How did I cheat?
How did you know Dinger was going to win?
I like the Rockies too.
It's so early for baseball still. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, says Taz. Seeing that spoiled kiddo, says Ninaku. Bullpen is suspect, is it though? That's why she's the COO, says Sly Dog. Probably, you're probably right. Probably right. Who we got coming up? Conforto, Edmund Muncy. Conforto, Edmund Muncy. This is who's going to get us started, y'all. This is who's going to get us started. Tommy 0 for 2. Conforto 0 for 2. Muncy 1 for 2. New pitcher.
Conforto. 7-0 the Cubs now lead.
Oops.
Strike one on Michael. Fastball at 96, right at the knees. 5 runs, the top of the 7th inning. All charged to Ben Kasparius. 9 to the plate for Chicago in that frame.
This is the batter view.
Misses low and away with 98. 1-1 to Conforto. He was 0 for 2 tonight. Well, they got 9 outs, Mo, and a beleaguered Cubs bullpen. Fairweather in there with strike 2. 1-2 to count on Conforto, because they just could not see or solve Ben Brown tonight. 6 shutout innings, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks, just 84 pitches. Lowered his ERA to 5.09 from 7.71. Fairweather in the dirt, 2-2 for Conforto.
After hitter just never did seem to pick up the baseball. A couple of close ones. Including Ohtani.
The 2-2. Porto swings and pops a foul over the net, changing the count. Bottom of the 7th here, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. You are banking on a Dodger comeback. 8 of their first 11 wins are comeback wins. Porto swings through, strike 3, 1 gone in the 7th inning. Pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Tommy Edman, 1 out, nobody on. Fairweather's first pitch. Away, ball 1.
What's up, Yarsh?
Here's the pitch. And it's in there for a strike.
Mary Hart is gone, y'all. She done checked out. She said, my fun meter is pegged, and I'm going home to the Hollywood Hills.
Edman slashed it to the left field side. It will drift out of play. For strike 2.
I think those people might get free food, CLO. They might, well, not free, but part of the ticket.
Exceptions. Just look at the score.
Everybody's loaded up.
Hitting from
You notice
behind
that?
the count a lot tonight.
They all be loaded up. David Yee, those seats with the tables down the left field line,
1 ball,
is
2
that free
strikes
food?
against Tommy. Merriweather into the
Part of your
windup.
ticket?
And slashes another one foul on the left field side. Dodgers trailing 7-0. They're in the bottom of the 7th inning. 5 runs in the top half of the Cubs. Weather bounces a breaking ball off the plate, 2-2.
Mary Hart is in the women's room. Those fully loaded nachos are not
Dodgers
currently
win again,
agreeing with her.
Shutting out the Rockies again, 2-0 at Petco. Edman rolls into second. Corner is there.
Valhalla, how do you know Mary Hart was talking to me in Hollywood Hills? Smoking in a lowrider car, hotboxing with a romantic full moon. I didn't know, Ricardo. I didn't know. I just didn't know, buddy.
In this division, entering today, San Diego, San Francisco, and the Dodgers, the only teams in baseball with at least 10 wins, and they're all in the same division. First pitch to Muncy. I don't know where it missed, but Muncy will take that call. Ball 1.
I'm not sure this is David Yee.
This one is a little too low. Ball 2.
David Yee, if you are my roving reporter at Dodger Stadium, I'm going to need you to do a better job, David Yee.
Last time up, he's 1 for 2. Pitch. Foul back.
If you are the official roving reporter for VST at Dodger Stadium, I'm going to need better reports from you, sir. I'm going to need better information.
Did flirt with that newfangled bat that everybody's talking about, the torpedo bat.
Upstairs, 3.
I'm thinking about docking some voids. I'm thinking about it.
Then I noticed during the game he was 0 for 3. Last time he came up, he went back to his regular bat. As you can see,
She should have eaten the $40 hot dog, says Patricia. Muncy a high fly ball, right field.
Tucker is camped out. There's out number 3. A 1-2.
That went fast.
For Merriweather. At the end of 7 full.
Yes, Yarsh. I believe there are Aldi stores here. That's the makeup place, right? Do we have Aldi's, COO? Do we have Aldi's?
No, we don't.
What is Aldi's?
We have Ulta.
We don't have Aldi's. We have Ulta. Ulta Beauty.
Ulta is the makeup store.
That's where you get your makeup on. Yeah, I'm looking right now at Yee's points. Let me check my binder and circle back to you on that. Yes, let's revisit this. Let's table this discussion for now. And David Yee. Aldi is a German grocery store. No, they have a $40 hot dog version, Ricardo Moreno. It's a big, girthy hot dog. Rumors say 2 foot long. Carlos says it's not our night. Let's table the discussion, Yee. Man, there's all kinds of zombies in 3D land, y'all. They be running all over the field. There's about 6 umpires down the right field line, y'all. They look like they're about to go into the crowd and whoop some ass. They look like they might be trouble. All right, some smooth jazz as we come back to Dodger Stadium. I can't play it because it's probably copywritten.
Begins with Luis Garcia against Carson Kelly. Strike one. Kelly leading off the 8th. He led off the 7th, and he did so with a home run to left field. That made it 3-0. The floodgates then swung wide open.
Kike Hernandez is in the game, probably for Freddy, I'm guessing.
Turn this into a blowout. Garcia misses not by much on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. 9 to the plate in that frame. 5 runs on 5 hits. The Cubs now have 7 runs total on 11 hits. Garcia's 1-1. Kelly waves at strike 2. It is the 9th time the first 17 games of the Cubs have scored at least 7 in a single game. That is the most in baseball. And another example of this being the best offense in the game right now. This is a team that can beat you in different ways as well, Mo, and that's what makes
the dog is 16 inches, Val. Says Bob. I was overcompensating, Bobby.
In the dirt, 2-2.
I might have been exaggerating the size of the $40 hot dog.
Everybody says, well, if you know the Dodgers, you look at their stats and say, well, they've got a lot of starters, they've got a lot of relievers. Yes, and they're planning for postseason and down the stretch.
2-2 pitch. Spoiled. Foul.
I might have been.
And the Dodgers learned last year that the importance of a strong bullpen when you get to postseason is never going to be underrated.
You'd have to be a complete moron to pay $40 for a freaking stinking hot dog.
2 to the leadoff batter Kelly here in the top of the 7-0 Cubs. Another foul.
Maybe D-Mac didn't buy it. Maybe Dodgers Nation picked up the tab.
Good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
Apparently you don't get a napkin with the hot dog, though. Just ask D-Mac. Apparently there's no napkin.
2-2. There's strike 3. Oh, no. A piece of it, did Kelly. So another foul ball.
Like all men, says Bobby.
I am trying every game.
That hot dog could feed a whole family.
Join the Morongo Read. And yell good times.
How about some chili cheese fries, says Taz.
Keep failing. I'm going to keep trying.
How about it?
Another 2-2 pitch.
I don't think I've ever eaten chili cheese fries. Have you, COO?
Chapman University.
Okay, so that's the old college try.
It's the old college try.
Maybe in high school I did. Mary Hart could afford that hot dog, says Patricia. Patricia be putting comments in the chat, y'all, that make me laugh.
It's a blowout.
Every time. Patricia not membered up or nothing, you know, so I don't really see her name that well.
That's 4 times
but she be putting some funny shit in the chat.
Carson Kelly. But Mo opened the broadcast with
the Lexus Baseline Club includes exclusive access to private club space, multiple bars, and complimentary food and non-alcoholic beverages. I knew they had to be getting some food as part of the ticket because everybody is loaded up.
First pitch swinging, way foul.
All those little tables, you know, the chest-high tables are loaded up every time the foul balls hit over there.
Where the mystery guest would sign in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for you to sign.
Oh, you're waiting.
7 inches of 10 says Kimbubulated. No Yumbo Yaks tonight, says Vikey Jerome.
Garcia settles on the bump, and now the 0-1 to Hap.
The dog comes with a souvenir cloth napkin, says Everett.
Scored once, pair of singles and a walk.
Premium toppings, so like this actually that's not frivolous or wild.
Gosh, that 7th inning just...
I don't think you get no fries, bro.
Saturday night.
I think you just got a solo dog, raw dog.
Nothing against Ben Brown.
No fries come with it.
Offense, but you're like, okay, get into this bullpen. You're down 2. You got a shot. But it just could not hold the line.
Those that are listening, you can vent on the post-game show with David
Random
Hudson.
Dodger memory of the
those
night.
lines are gonna
Milton
be
Bradley
hot.
breaking in a bat
Yeah, thumbs up from
in
DB
half after a
behind us.
strikeout.
1 ball, 2
I
strikes.
don't like you
Garcia
calling him a
gets out.
spoiled kid, Neneku. I mean, the kid lost
pitch.
his old man in a freaking tsunami.
Foul on the first base side.
I mean, he went through it, bro. He's a spoiled kid. What?
I think you know what it's combination of a number of factors, right? It's
Short
this is the
girl
Dodgers.
problems is
Reigning World
combobulated.
Series champions. They are
All you
used
can
to
eat
a tremendous
pavilion.
amount of
I am
success. They
banned
own
from
this
there.
division. See another 1-2 pitch. Hat plays off. 2
I
balls, 2
puked on
strikes.
some hot girls.
You want to run it back, and you get off to this perfect 8-0 start, and you're still no.
The
separation
dog has
from the rest of
no
the division. And
ketchup.
now You're 11-4, and you're actually not even in first place in the division. The Padres win again, so you're like, wait a second, the Dodgers are winning, but they're not winning enough. 2-2.
Are we going to be at less than 100 in the chat by the time this game ends, chat?
And so,
Are we going to be
again,
sub
just a
100?
reminder, we're not even halfway through April yet, and they're still on track for triple-digit wins. 3-2 fouled away into the net. There's a point in there.
San Diego
somewhere.
won
Not
today
sure exactly
2-0.
what it is,
No,
Paul.
you're asking for counseling.
Yeah, so San Diego will increase their lead in the National League West to what, a game and a half over the Dodgers?
Therapeutic to talk about
You
it.
feel better now, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
3-2.
actually.
What do you call Vassay on the postgame show?
Garcia with a 3-2. Hap with another foul
Hey,
ball.
what's up, girl? My name's Patricia. Blah!
Just give the headset to DB. Let's just start this post-game show a little
Blah!
bit.
Nice to meet you. Ma'am,
Nobody out, top of the 8th. 7-0
Ma'am, you're gonna have to
Cubs
come with
here
me.
in Game 2. Garcia having a hard
Come
time
with
putting
me.
Hap away. He's going to try again. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away on the left field side. So Hap not giving away.
I'm here for the sandwiches, says Robin Brazel.
That's something you hear big league hitters talk about.
But not the hot dogs?
You're the big league batter's box. Not throwing away an opportunity.
Stop walking these foos,
No
says
matter what the
Go.
scoreboard says.
He spoiled his entire career till at least high school hood.
Garcia will try again to pay it off. Half to right field. This
Oh,
one
shit.
Get down and probably give him extra bases. All the way to the wall. Picked up by Pajes. Going first to third is Kelly. It's a stand-up double for Ian Happ. And the Cubs trying to sweep the leg here on Saturday night.
What is the most you'd pay for a
Second
sandwich?
and third, no outs, top of the 8th.
That Turkey Bacon Club at
Here comes Kyle Tucker.
that's about the most, I think. The Turkey Bacon Club at Schlotsky's that I get sometimes. I haven't had one in a bit, but
Very quickly, 1
it's
ball
like
and 2 strikes.
$16.50. That's probably the most.
Ultimately, on the 10th pitch of the AB, he ropes a double into the right field corner.
I got a free Gertie ride around the stadium. Says
Hernandez is out of the
Patricia.
game. Chris Taylor now in center. Kike Hernandez subs for Freddie Freeman at first base. First pitch to Kyle Tucker. Low and away, ball 1.
This is the 13th at bat for the Cubs with a runner in scoring position. in this
My
ball.
son was all like,
He's a
"Why did
man.
you have to puke on the hot girls, Mom?"
Been one of those nights.
And you're going to have it.
Yes. Unfortunately, that's just the name of the game in the 162 marathon. Tucker chops it foul into his own dugout, heads up. Oh,
So embarrassing, Patricia.
Page Workman almost just
So
wore it.
embarrassing, Mom.
1-1 on Tucker, who has 2 in scoring position with nobody out in the top of the 8th inning.
I don't pay for a sandwich. I just tell my wife to make me one, says Bob
Both of them
Phipps.
at least 9 pitches. Ground ball, base hit in the right center field.
That's going to score another run. Are these bitches
Kelly
about to put
scores.
10 on
Will
us?
Follow 2 RBIs for Kyle Tucker. Now a 9-0 Chicago lead. All smiles in that Cub dugout. Understandably so.
Someone make it stop.
The Cubs really preparing for a better season. The last year they were 83-79.
Mr. Summer says, I like to make my own Sammys since the meat to condiment ratio is a big deal.
They were in last place at the All-Star break.
Fair
and they
enough.
finally returned to a winning record
Fair enough.
towards the end of August.
First pitch, ball 1.
Like a
will be
real
gone.
man, says Combobulated.
Still no outs in the top of the 8th inning. Pitch. They're going to miss.
Do we even care if they put up 10 at this point? I care. I care.
Check on the cars. They got to get in and drive the garage door openers.
What's up with the scouting report, man? Says Taz.
They'll laugh through the pain at this point.
Well, what you talking about?
Cubs. One on, nobody out. Amaya drives the ball the opposite way.
Right field.
We'll watch this one fly.
That's a home run. So they're going to do a little bit more than a 9.
Opposite field, 2-run home run.
Ella Shiva probably punching air right now because she hates Garcia.
Now folks are streaming up the aisle.
She hates Garcia, and Dodger Stadium is emptying out. Everybody leaving without their sweatshirts, guaranteed.
For the Cubs, 11-0 Chicago.
Well, we have officially reached that point. Have you read a good book or something?
Or have you seen a position?
Kershaw started his rehab, looked good just for a positive. Dodgers shit the bed.
Garcia following the home run.
I just want one, says Combobulated. It's all I ask. One run.
Have yet to record an out here in the 8th inning.
All right, so Garcia gets yanked and Roberts follows him to the dugout. I don't think I've ever seen that view before, but it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Did I ever tell you guys about that time in MLB The Show where I hit a home run as Ohtani? This is what it looked like. Ohtani bomb. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it. When was the last time the Dodgers let up 11 runs? Don't forget to get the hot dog fart, says Taz. Bet Cubs 3. Oh, shit, I haven't closed betting. I'll race y'all. I'm going to just go ahead and close it out, y'all, because we ain't coming back from 11. If we come back from down 11 or more, I will gift 100,000 Valhalla Sports Talk points to each and every one of yous in the chat. Miguel Rojas in pitching for the Dodgers. And he missed worse than I would have with his first pitch. I recognized the lady and mentioned to her little kids that she used to work at McDonald's. The kids were all awestruck. Taylor makes the catch.
Well, the first 40,000 fans in attendance on Tuesday against the Rockies will receive a Jackie Robinson recognition.
9-0. We should have. It's 11-0. The Los Angeles Dodgers' most recent shutout loss with 10 or more runs given up occurred on June 17, 2023. I think I streamed that game. Yeah, Rojas has Yamamoto's glove, y'all. Gotta hide the pitch. You gotta hide what pitch is coming. .44 on the gun. Rojas talking shit to Landon Knack, who's leaning on the rail. Rojas leaned back. Strike 2. It missed so bad, and the umpire just gave it to him. Popped up. 2 2 away. 2 away. Voice with a $40 hot dog, says John. If you had to pick a position player to get 3 outs, you say Mookie? I'm going to say KK Hernandez, but Rojas right now. Line drive, base hit, right field this time. Dodgers, just leave your paychecks in the box by the locker room door. Thanks for your cooperation. Rojas' secret weapon? Possibly. Two. Threw at him. Little chin music to Horner, who ate a sandwich and a hot dog before the pitch got to the plate. Ground ball, Mookie to Hernandez. 3 away, and Rojas comes off the bump with confidence and swagger. Standing O for Rojas, baby. For those still there. And Roberts talking cash shit to Rojas as he came down the steps. Did I not turn on the mic for that inning? I apologize, y'all. What a whack job. All right, I'm done with 3D, too. I'm done with it tonight. Well, it's buffering. We'll turn that shit off. Pages, Barnes, Ohtani. The 8, the 9, the 1. Do we put in some pinch hitters here, chat? Yabby dabby doo. Oh, shit. No crying in baseball, says Taz. Cy Young for Rojas. Save the energy, says Combubulated. I don't know if I got enough energy to play Call of Duty, chat. I might just watch a movie with the COO. I might just watch a movie with the COO, chat. Bob Phipps says it's a good thing I didn't shave my legs for this. Facts, buddy. I never like to shave my legs before a Dodger loss, y'all. It seems like such a waste of time. Khalib Thielbar is the pitcher.
At this point, 5 games out of the bullpen. ERA 6.2.
Rojas giving Kasperius friendly advice. Put Val in.
Foul ball.
I think I would do it, y'all. I think I would go out there. You obviously risk death. You obviously risk death by going out there.
Dodgers with just 5 hits. Meanwhile, the Cubs
they could hit one back and hit you right in your temple and kill you on the spot. But I think I'd roll out there and
1 and 6, all right,
throw a couple up there.
This checks up on a ball low, 1 and 2.
If they called and asked.
But then the 7th inning happened. 5 runs on 5 hits. And in the 8th inning, 4 runs on 4 hits.
Yeah, she's right here. I think we're going to watch a movie.
A laugher. 1-2 pitch, and Pages strikes out swinging.
Swing and a miss by Pages.
But not for both teams.
Oh.
What a way to go. This is Combubulated. Yeah, no shit. Dodger Stadium.
into it now at third.
New follower over there on Twitch. No doubt, 34. Don't sleep. Know what you're thinking.
And double play.
And I know the reason.
Saturday for Barnesy. Pitch swinging, pushes
Barnesy.
in the air, right field, slicing out of play.
Ooh, got lucky. That shit went foul.
He let her run. Kind of crashed into the wall. He's okay.
Hey, what's up, Dab Dave?
I would say, Kyle, it is 11-0.
That's how I want to die, says Kabooby.
Appreciate the effort.
A baseball to the temple? Damn.
Shohei Ohtani's night is done. Miguel Rojas, who's currently pitching for the Dodgers, he's also twirling a bat on deck.
All right, Rojas, they're asking him to do it all, y'all. He's coming in to hit for Ohtani next.
11-0 Dodgers trail.
Don't tell me the score because it
Last
hurts.
game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Want to learn how to overcome it? Go to First 5 California.
In Dodger Stadium. So you don't want to do it if it's in Atlanta or at the Big A, but you'll gladly go
Barnes lays off a
if
high
it's at
fastball.
Dodger Stadium.
First 15 games for the Dodgers.
If I could wear a
16
catcher's
earned runs
mask, I would
allowed
go out
total.
there and throw some batting practice, says Carlos.
Yards to Ben Kasparius and Luis Garcia. 2-2 pitch on the ground third. Shaw scoops it and throws Barnes out. 2 away.
Like, if it was a competitive at bat, I would want to go like a real deal where the Dodgers were tied and we were pitching to a team. I would want to wear a full Knights uniform, a full on metal Knights uniform.
Let's see if pitchers can still rake. Miguel Rojas at the plate. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch swinging. Chops it off the front of the Dodger dugout. Strike 1.
Well, the last 2 games, he's 3.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Knight's armor.
I mean, he's
Watching a movie for Val involves a lot of
those 2 games.
snoring. And what did I miss questions? No, I watch him with her if I actually get to watch him.
9-0-1. The lefty field bar sets and fires. And Rojas waves at strike 2.
Mighty swing and a miss.
Well, if you're a Dodger fan, you're already thinking about tomorrow. Series finale. The
It's
rubber
kind of
match.
sleepy. We
Out
stayed
of
up till
glass
2
now.
last
Start
night.
for the Dodgers.
I was up at what, 7 today?
Oh, yeah.
4:10
8?
start on a Sunday.
It's the latest I've ever slept in a long time.
2 is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it's a big outing for Glass now. He's got to put that performance in Philly behind him. That was not good in a number of facets.
I was up early, so I don't really know.
1-2 pitch. Rojas
Good night,
swings,
Catalano.
and stays alive with the foul ball over the net.
Hey, thank you, Mike. Thank you, my Puerto Rican brother, Michael Franco, brother from another mother.
Cool Saturday night.
We did get below 100 in the chat, yo.
Now, bats have been cold as well.
Ooh, Rojas.
Skies will
Put a
be
little charge
field.
into it.
This will be caught on the warning
Track power.
by Ian Happ. So we go to the 9th. Cubs lead by 11.
AM 570.
LA's best.
Old Dab Dave in the chat, y'all.
Let's splash.
Old Dab Dave has returned to Valhalla Sports Talk chat. I'm in the mood for like young Frankenstein movies, says Bob Phipps. I'm kind of in the mood for a comedy. So I'm not giving the controller to the COO. I will maintain control, and she will watch what I pick, and she'll like it. Ain't that right, COO? Oh, crap, says John. I'm hanging out just in case there's free points. There'll be no free points when we lose 11-0. 12-0 maybe. A spoof flick? Airplane? I love Airplane. I don't think the COO would sit through that. I'm getting a new phone next month, says Dab Dave. Airplane or planes, trains, and automobiles. If I'm in the right mood, I'm in tears. I think I'll watch a movie on my projector TV with the chickens. How can I start weekdays, says Ninaku. Cars for Kids sponsors the 9th. It's 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. Rojas headed back out, y'all.
Cars with a K to donate your car today.
When you got something that's working, why change it?
Dodgers zip. 9th inning.
Rojas still wearing Yamamoto's glove because you don't want the opposing hitters to know whether you're going to throw that four-seam or the splitter.
Armstrong. Miguel Rojas warming up like Clayton Kershaw between innings, and he is going to throw like Kershaw here. Crow Armstrong fouls strike one back over the net. So
Rojas doing imitations of all the Dodger pitchers and then looking at him in the dugout.
Seeing him with that windup, the landing.
I think Kershaw's at OKC, though.
High hands and leg kick. And Crow Armstrong goes down the line into the right field corner. And PCA are going to jog to second. If he sprinted, he might have had third with his speed, but it's 11-0. He'll take the stand-up double to lead off the ninth. How would you grade the...
You should watch Half Baked, says Ricardo Moreno.
Oh, way this game is going?
Yeah.
Entertaining.
Yeah.
I second the Half Baked Classic.
This has been... Andy Pajes has been a highlight. The catches he made in the early goings.
I think Rojas is doing Yamamoto now.
Rojas. Ball one.
Rojas is now doing Yamamoto.
Crushing the Dodgers tonight. And right now, Rojas is trying to. He looks like Roki Sasaki.
Oh, it's Sasaki that he's doing.
With ball two.
And Yamamoto is rolling.
Is losing it right now. He's got Rojas. His left leg, his front leg extended down the mound like Sasaki.
Oh my God!
Kelly tees off.
Oh my God! That shit ain't so funny there.
Carson Kelly with his second home run of the game. A two-run blast off Miguel Rojas, his fourth of the season. It's now 13-0. Chicago.
Well, Kelly does not want this game to end.
No.
What a game he's having. Been on base 5 times tonight, 2 walks, an infield single, and 2 home runs.
But it's 13. Yee, it's 13. It wasn't. It didn't get to 12. It went right to 13. So no free voids.
Switch hitter. He's going to bat from the right side against the righty Rojas. So he's doing some work.
Yeah, no doubt.
Nothing Chicago. No outs. Top 9. Rojas deals. And Hap.
Rojas immediately stopped imitating. We're back to just trying to throw strikes.
This is about the time, Mo, where you wish you could just kind of hit the fast forward button and sim through the next 15 minutes or so. Big swing and a miss. Behind 1 and 2.
He'll hear that. He'll hear about that from his teammates.
Do it, Miggy Rowe. The 1-2 pitch. A line foul.
Okay.
I am gonna. If he strikes out Ian Happ, I will call it like the last out of the World Series. I will lose my stuff.
Okay.
Another 1-2 pitch. Oh, he almost got him. Foul away. 38 miles
Come on,
per
Rojas.
hour.
Strike this fool out.
Rojas against Happ.
Well, he kept it under the speed limit.
The cop wouldn't have pulled that pitch over.
No, even a residential area.
Yeah. Another 1-2. Oh, he tried to quick pitch him with a heater at 64, but he missed high, 2-2. First base side of the rubber. Rojas steps, kicks, and fires. A chopper right back to him in the glove of Rojas. You know he can handle a PFP.
Let me tell you something. I just came up with a good nickname for him when he's pitching.
Oh, do it.
School zones. Because he's not exceeding the speed limit in the school zone.
Golly. All right, one down, top 9.
86 degrees. We're already flirting with the hundreds here, man. We're already flirting with 100-degree days, Ricardo.
Kyle Tucker is John Birdie.
Whoa, awkward, dog catcher, awkward. Awkward.
23rd pitch
Armando Castillo Lomeli from Tijuana, Mexico.
This will drop for a hit.
Base hit.
One out single for John Birdie. This is a half-serious question, Mo. You're in a game like this as a hitter. Look, at the end of the year, when they're counting your hits to put on the back of your baseball card, they don't take any away for being off a pitcher. So are you licking your chops to get in there?
No. Yes. But the other thing is you don't want to be embarrassed.
I'm out.
On base hits, there is no
I'm out.
reduction for degree of difficulty.
Right.
All right, Kabooby going to get that $40 hot dog, and we'll give a review.
Cubs, you heard that right. And
you should go live on the channel when you do it, Kabooby. We'll bring you live on stream and watch you eat a hot dog.
Because, as we have talked about, Rojas isn't lighting the radar gun up.
As long as you got a cell phone.
Maybe not at all.
We could probably make that happen.
You got to tap the guy. I don't know if it's working. First and second, one out, and Michael Busch rolls strike one foul on the first base side. Cubs now with 18 hits, 13 runs, and looking for more. There's a 19th hit.
Shit.
So will surely bring home another run. Into the corner goes Busch. Coming home is Birdie. It is an RBI double for Michael Busch. 14-0. And Michael Busch, like Carson Kelly, Mo, he does not want this night to end. Amaya goes from first to third on the double.
RBIs count just as much. In this
Rojas gotta change up the speeds, y'all.
Pitch ball to Matt Shaw. On the ground to short. Mookie has it. The runners are going to hold at second and third.
I think the over.
Dodgers trail by 14.
I think the over just barely got beat, chat. Just barely got beat.
Have you seen a 14-run inning? Have we seen one of those before? Because if you're,
yes.
Bottom of the ninth, you have.
Spring training. Was it 4 years ago, Dwayne?
That's ridiculous.
Lorenzo says, I don't think we're coming back.
This is in the air, right center field.
Right center field, going to drop. That'll score 2 more.
Will score 16-0 Chicago. A woof. Gage Workman in the second, a 2-run double. Still 2 outs in the 9th inning.
We still come up to bat.
I have one word to say right now.
Yeah. Hey. Okay, got it. All right, I thought you were going to go with another word, which would also apply, but would also get us fired. So, glad you went with uncle. And this is a line drive base hit for Nico Horner. First and third, Cubs. So they have officially batted around here in the top of the
Miss Gracie is probably breaking things in her kitchen, y'all. And she don't have no temper on her whatsoever. But she's probably breaking things in her kitchen.
Pete Armstrong. 16-0 Chicago. Armstrong swings and fouls back, strike one. PCA led off this 9th inning with a Mary Stroll in a second, a stand-up double. Again, if he was
one solo home run for the Dodgers, says Patricia. Fly ball, right field.
Right field. Pages calling for it. PCA tosses the back because he knows the top of the 9th is over at long last. 5 more runs for Chicago. The Dodgers have 3 outs to court.
Angels lost yesterday 14-3, says David. I think they took offense to Miggy goofing off. I think they did. I think it got to a point where they were like, okay. Yeah, I think you're right. And he changed up after the home run, but yeah, I think they were like, this is some bullshit. Let's go. Let's go. Watch this. Angels won today, 4-1. I'm going to be sick. Someone bring me a hot... I don't know what that is. I think Jay just needs to go and throw out the white towel. I don't even think you can do that. Can you? Greatest comeback in baseball history, says Richter. Is coming up next. What if they did? How apeshit would I go, y'all? We're going to have to go for 2 on both of our touchdowns. Oh, you'll need a hot babe to puke on. Oh, okay, I remember. All right, Nate Pearson is the pitcher. All right, Mookie Betts at the plate. You got to score 1 before you can score 16. Lame saying.
Remain in this ballgame. You're just tuning in. It's 16-0 Chicago. First pitch to Mookie Betts, strike 1 from the.
Those people have disappeared that used to run down to Mary Hart seats.
With Ernest.
Did you notice that this year?
Worse than this. One to Mookie, hit hard. Right
Mookie.
PCA over to cut it off.
Caught on the warning track, 1 away.
The answer is yes. This would be the worst shutout loss for the Dodgers since August of 1965. The Dodgers are on the road in Cincinnati that day, August 8th, and they lost 18-0. Tonight,
we are the champions, says Armando.
Last 2 outs to work with. Here's Kike Hernandez. First pitch upstairs. Ball 1. Pearson is a hard-throwing righty. He's a former top prospect. Never really put it together in Toronto. On the home in the Cubs bullpen last summer. Home to Hernandez. This is a little high. 2-0 to Kike. Came in the game for Freddie Freeman. Here's the pitch. He pulls the hands out of the way, but it lands in the zone, strike 1. It's really gotten away from the Dodgers. For a while, this was a close game and a competitive, good, compelling ball game. Oh, there was great defense, good pitching. Kike pops it up left side of the infield. Calling for it at third is Matt Shaw, and there's 2 gone. 2-0 after 6. Then the 7th inning happened. 5 runs for Chicago.
65, that's what they said.
5 in the 9th. And now you're just shaking your
Rip
head.
the Band-Aid off. I'm ready. I feel no more pain. This is Kim Boobulated.
Either acceptable. Like this. Here's Chris Taylor. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom 9. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 97 right by.
Yeah, these hurt, but these are not the ones.
Hey, everybody get on DraftKings and predict, bet that Taylor's going to get a home run.
9 innings.
In the air, right field, sinking fast. It will be
or a base hit, right field.
Taylor, this game does not want to end yet. Fans who have stuck around to watch it.
So you're saying that there's still a chance?
Technically speaking, Mo, there is still a chance.
Dodgers did me dirty, says Kim Boobulated.
Do you want to go to Morongo and have good times and bet on it? That's another question.
Here's Conforto. Here's Conforto.
Yeah. Right you are. Here's Michael Conforto. 2 outs and a runner on. First pitch swing.
First pitch, fly ball, left field, and this nightmare is over.
And there. At long last. Is the end of the ballgame. 16
I feel no
runs for the
pain
Cubs
anymore,
on
says Niniku.
21 hits. And they left 10 runners on. Dodgers shut out. 6 hits, 1 error, 5 left on. Took 2 hours and 40 minutes for that debacle to come to an end, Mo. And at the end of it, the Dodgers are 11-5, and this series is even.
Well, it seemed longer.
My son just outside of Chicago is going to hear it as a Dodger fan tomorrow. Well, the Dodgers got to come out tomorrow on national TV and win the series, right? The Dodgers just got to come out tomorrow on ESPN, on the ESPN telecast, and just take the series. But not ideal, that's for sure. The Padres get a win today. Giants lose. So I think the Padres obviously will be in first by about a game and a half, maybe one full game. And the Dodgers will stay in second place. Doesn't matter this early in the season. I wasn't expecting that tonight, says John. Conforto makes me comfortable for the first time now. We're going to put it on them tomorrow, says Carlos.
We may have
Cuts like a knife.
There's nothing else you can do. It was painful to watch.
Brian Adams.
But what gets lost, unfortunately,
Brian
are
Adams.
the good plays. And Andy Pages, I want to repeat this. Andy Pages made two very
Lose the battle, win the war.
One was fantastic in center field. And in my
all right, good night, Gracie. Thank you to the V homies, the Berserkers, members, subscribers.
People are starting to wonder,
we made a little run today, not much of one, but a little run.
Good for him because he proved he can.
We're at 22,375 on the subs. 22,375. So a little 10 spot. 125 likes. Just shy of 3,700 views. I want to say good night, Gracie. Thank you to you all. Tonight's a full moon, says John. Thank you, Carlos. Yosemite Hiker, nice attitude, Bob. Okay, gang, rest up because we're going to be hollering tomorrow. Nighty night, says Patricia. Pretty close to a full moon. Blame it on the rain. Night all, love and grace to all, says Bobby Phipps. Thank you so much, Bobby. Can move you later, Val. Please bring the big stick tomorrow night. Okay. 25 runs tomorrow to win the series. Good night, everyone. Damn Yankees, says David Yee. I watched the highlights of that, bro, and I don't think I can make it through the whole movie. Enjoy the couch, Val. For Dansk, we'll miss you.
Our man David Bassett is standing by with the Navi
Dodgers Revenge, April 13th. Let's go.
That's on the way next. On behalf of the World
Everett
Series
putting up the
champion
C's.
Our MVP, the producer,
Everett is flying up
engineer,
the C's in the chat, y'all.
McDonald, and the Student Studio holding it down. That's
I'm out, says Omar.
Steven Nelson. Thanks for listening. Sorry for listening. We'll try again tomorrow.
All right, here we go. Home.
Welcome back to
Home. What you think's our best, COO?
What?
Our best bet. Amazon Prime Video. What's The Gorge? Is that scary movie? When movie content is recognized, you can change to the filmmaker mode. What's American Apocalypse? Nah, we've seen enough of those. Those are all the Apocalypse movies?
All the most powerful leaders are at the G20 summit. Now we gotta go save the world.
The threat is global, but the president's set. Her mission is personal.
We're taking the G20 by force.
In the past 24 hours, a new variant.
Why is it always in a affection or in a disease? Why is it never just economic collapse? A carefully crafted paradise of the last man on Earth, Drinklage is threatened by the arrival of a mysterious interloper. I think we're alone now. That looks interesting. Not comedy. Yes. Oh shit, I got the TV mic on too. I would probably die from the cost of paying $40 for a hot dog. Well shit, you spend 20 on kettle corn, bro. Someday are you going to say you were wrong? I don't think so. Fire Docs is new foe. With his new membership. I'm out, y'all. Good night, everybody. Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air. Where's my Lambo?